fleeing the scene.
You got a gartner show.
We're not fleeing.
Yeah.
Fleeing the scene.
We are fleeing, shut up.
Tactical retreating.
We're not
It's a fighting retreat.
tactical
This
advance.
is a fire retreat.
Yes. Fleeing from these rocks and awakened Zerkwoods and a couple spore servants.
I didn't lose. You guys just didn't win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Leaving the rocks and the Zerkwoods to fight amongst themselves.
I'll accept a draw.
You proceed onward at a faster pace, I'm guessing, to kind of get out of this.
Kaleb, shut the fuck up.
The shrieking of these mushrooms falling behind your pace as you continue forward. It gets out of your range of audibility, I guess. The ground gets even mushier, even harder to walk in. Your boots and shoes and whatever you're wearing start to sink in
My bare feet.
with a squelching noise as you keep going.
No.
You don't like it?
No,
Okay.
it's fine. No, that just doesn't happen to me.
Why is that?
Because I can walk on liquids.
If you're running
Just
I
in
can run.
general?
and you don't stop.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, she can run on liquids and vertical surfaces.
Monks can just do that.
Level
Yeah.
9.
Yeah. Run on the wall.
Improved unarmored movement. Great.
And he has, I mean, I don't know if it counts with the water
I'm walking
walking.
on the wall so I don't get my feet wet.
Right. You're so light in your feet lab that you don't even sink into these.
I can walk on water.
It's true.
I've got land stride.
And we're
Mud stride.
We're on mounts.
I think she sinks if she stops moving.
Yeah.
Like a spoink
I just gotta
Pokemon.
keep
If they
moving.
stop moving, they die.
Oh god! Fuck! I forgot the spring pumps their blood full
It's their
of
heart.
So
their
what?
heart full of blood.
So what? They get paralyzed and they just instantly.
They just died.
Yeah, they should.
There's no paralyzed. It's
So
death.
are we just doing a nice trot, or how are we moving?
We're gonna march.
Fast enough that lab doesn't sink.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, fast enough so live doesn't sink.
so pretty much her full movement then.
Yeah.
She
can
goes
zig-
faster than we do.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
She can
So-
zigzag.
Our full movement.
Yeah.
Maybe Caleb's full movement instead.
I've
No,
got
he-
35.
he-
I can
yeah,
almost
actually-
catch up.
Caleb or Adagio?
No, Caleb.
Real life Caleb.
People are walking
Oh,
on
I'm fucking-
Caleb, how
fast
fast can you run?
I can fast so fast for 5
You
feet.
could not
Shut
eat
up.
so fast.
I can run so fast. I can
Alright.
fast so run.
So
I'm going to murder.
Okay.
80's your full movement, right?
So-
as a bear.
Yeah, with my dash.
With a total of 16 days from Bligdenstone
Oh man.
to now, you have pretty much arrived near Neverlight Glow.
Everybody
Yeah,
make
mushroom
sure they got
music?
their long rest because it's 16
Yes.
days.
Oh, yeah.
So that was a total of 16 days to get from the beginning of or the end of last session to now.
And you gave me a hand crossbow
2
by this
weeks.
point.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Bligdenstone to Neverlight Grove.
Oh. So how long has it been since the encounter with the big, like, tall boys?
Like 2 days.
Okay, 2 days.
Alright, so yeah, I'm just trying to like gain some clarity in my brain with all these voices in it.
Yeah.
Lab sees you holding your face and just go, you should meditate.
Every
walk
every like
How do I do that?
like once a day, I'll just hit him
Yeah.
with like a slap in the face with calm emotions.
Okay.
Just to give him like a good fucking like 5 to 10 minutes of like
Hit
clarity.
him with the Adderall.
Right when he's about to eat his lunch, you just slap him in the face real quick so he can get his lunch in peace.
I would like to talk to Adagio.
Sure.
Dang, Adagio.
At some point when we're resting.
Yeah, we can do
Well, I
that.
mean, you're riding on me, and we have the rapport score. We can do one-on-one, so.
I need your help with something.
And subtitles. Okay.
Oh,
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, yeah.
do it.
So, do you remember earlier I had mentioned there was something I needed help with, a ritual of sorts, a way to speak with the stones.
sorry. I don't mean to interrupt real quick. In the 16 days, would you be able to make the second pendant and give me like the
lyre?
the base of the lyre with the strings?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So well, I would have given the lyre to him because I assumed he wanted to give it to you.
Because he is a liar.
Yeah, a lyre for the lyre.
You're a liar? Because he gave the lyre to you.
No, I gave it to him because he asked me
Oh.
to. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's where he wants to do with it.
Well, I have the lyre, and I'm going to. Well, after your thing, I'll present it to him. After you're
Okay.
done.
Okay.
But the ritual, I would like your help to work on it, if you.
Yeah.
All right. So that would be.
I show you a spell and you copy it or something?
Yep. Commune with nature.
Alright, can we just assume that I had it ready and then switch spells?
You get a long rest.
Or we had a long
We had
rest,
16 long rests.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming at
It's
some
been like
point.
2 days since the.
We had 16 long rests in 2 days.
so- Yeah, you had 8. What's 8 times 16? How many hours is
We
that?
had 16 long rests in.
All right,
day and a
guys.
half.
I have the capacity to
Here you go.
work.
Commune with nature. What does nature say to us? What does nature say to any of us, really?
Gay.
It actually says. No,
Yeah.
it actually says a lot.
Lord help me.
All right,
This
Underdark.
dude eating beans in the forest.
You might be able to learn that actually.
Eating mushrooms in the Underdark.
Yeah, what does the Underdark say to us? Because I gotta cast it to.
Well, I gotta know what the spell does.
Don't fucking know.
You briefly become one with nature and gain knowledge of the surrounding territory. It doesn't matter outdoors. Indoors. So
It just tells you shit about it. Yeah.
in caves and other natural underground terrain, the radius is limited to 300 feet. You instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of your choice about any of the following subjects as they relate to the area: terrain and bodies of water, prevalent plants, minerals, animals or peoples, powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead. Influence from other planes of existence or buildings.
So 3 of those.
Yes.
Which one are you choosing? if
What's
you're
the
gonna-
range?
I see the book.
Are you gonna cast it?
What's the range?
I have to.
Oh, it's a ritual.
Oh. So you're just gonna cast it and then you're gonna take notes on how to do it?
Oh, yeah, basic. Well, flavor-wise, yeah, I can learn any ritual.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna ask it. Yeah, ask it. That's what you're doing.
Base.
Any 3. Okay.
What's the range?
300 feet if we're underground. If we're outdoors, it's 3 miles.
That's you.
There you go.
So I'm assuming.
That's gay.
Yeah, we're underground.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do.
Assuming we're under.
What if it's like, no, you've never been underground?
Let's do prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples for
You
600
get
hours.
2 more.
Why no? We'll do one at a time.
You get 2 more.
Prevalent plants, minerals, people, or what?
Prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples.
You get 2 more.
In 300 feet from you?
Yeah.
Minerals is a lot of.
And this will be like end of day 1 on our 2-day trek.
Okay. So prevalent minerals would be just stone, dirt, nice soil, stuff like that. Nothing like ore rich around this area specifically.
There ain't no ores.
Unfortunate.
Maybe a coal deposit here or there. Nothing crazy.
No slag.
No. That'd be refined, and then that's the garbage.
Okay.
Okay. Animals. Maybe a couple insects, lizards. Nothing crazy.
3 lizards named Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Yes.
Okay.
Down shop.
Plants. Fungus. A general fungus kind of scattering around. You've seen. Nothing else really.
And no peoples.
No.
Cool.
Yeah. Second one. Let's do powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead.
In 300 feet.
Yeah.
Fae in terms of your steed.
Powerful. Ooh.
Oh, well. Oh, what's powerful mean?
That's up to you.
That's up to you.
Scary as fuck.
Smite us.
I'm
Then
assuming
nothing.
that mouths don't count as
Then
powerful.
nothing around.
Okay. Then let's do.
At least within 300 feet, if that's the actual range. So yeah.
That's good. That would have been bad if that pinged.
Yeah, no, we'd be fucked.
That was Demon Lord 40 feet behind you.
Let's do.
Huh?
I still want Inogi to be a random encounter.
No, it's just like yeah. See that thing, and then like Patrick just glows. Yeah.
Demon Lord.
I start like floating.
Powerful genies.
Lightning.
No, it's like I am Orcus now. I'm
I've
possessed
actually
by.
failed all my save.
The Celestial and Fiend goes off for you. No.
Let's do terrain and bodies of water.
Solid rock and earth. There are lots of little creeks that are flowing the way you're going. Inside the water. Or inside the rock.
Oh, there's a goddamn crook over
Like
here.
little creeks and waterways and stuff that are too small for you guys to fit in.
So
Okay.
one of
that's
that's
my
What is it? Can I?
Oh wait, so in that it says I can locate any major sources of like safe drinking water.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, that water
make
is
it, though.
probably okay to drink.
You have create food and water.
It's just part of the spell.
Just curious.
Okay.
Sources.
What you're gonna ask me?
Oh, just that's why I was hoping that the to chop down the Zerkwood, so we can make a cart, and then I could just sit in the back of the cart and just chain cast this. And so it's like, oh, we just have every 10 minutes a 300-foot ping of, oh, are we fucked yet?
I like the idea of
How you doing, Rox?
You
How
didn't
you
say
doing?
no one was pulling the cart, so you're just sitting in a cart not moving.
No, it probably
We have
wouldn't.
druids!
Actually, hold on a second. Hold on a
I know.
second.
It's just the detail
Oh,
we forgot.
no,
That
we
was
didn't
really
get
funny.
his Fuck.
No,
Well, I
because
would assume it was being pulled, or no, the rest of the party just leaves Petra on a cart.
Yeah.
No, because I was just thinking. For example, I could build a cart.
Mm-hmm.
I can get proficiency in carpenter's tools.
Carpenter's tool?
Well, the thing is, we need wood.
Yeah.
Wait, you can get proficiency, or you already have
I
proficiency?
can get it.
You can like.
That takes 250 hours.
What does it?
Yeah, it does in the book. It says.
No, it doesn't.
not-
It's
yeah,
a
it
Phantom
does.
Rogue.
Phantom Rogue.
Oh, that's right.
Every
That's right.
short rest, I can just learn a
That's
tool
right.
or a skill
That's right.
for free.
You forget one.
I'll eat my hat.
Is
Yeah, I forget the
possible
one
to
that
see where
I
creeps,
forget the last one that I used.
like, come from?
Every short rest, I can just learn.
It's only
it.
300 feet, so
Like,
no.
I can just switch them out. Yeah.
Right.
They're like
That's
long
fucking crazy.
little rivers
Okay.
in stone.
So
I keep
for-
thinking that shit's erased.
Natural,
So
like
for downtime,
little
I
pinhole
know every
waterways.
single tool.
Totally can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can technically learn that spell
Yep.
just as if with one cast, and you observe it.
Theoretically, it doesn't even have to be
You
cast.
need the inks, don't you?
Yeah, and I made sure I have just enough for this and gentle repose.
Well, there you go.
So,
I'll trust that you know the rules well enough that you're doing it right.
well, again, it just says if I come. No, the wording is literally if I come across a ritual. It doesn't even say. It doesn't say it has to be written. It doesn't have to say. It has
The
to be-
information somehow.
yeah, it's like
Okay.
it's interesting.
Got
The
it.
ritual is I sit next to like a boulder and I put my arm around it and I'm like, hey buddy, how you doing?
Got it. Okay.
And the rock's just like, yeah, you know, it's a little rough down here.
Really
It's,
fell
it's
down
really
here
dark.
from your elf girlfriend, huh?
I can't see.
So, anything
things
you're
are
doing on the
terrible.
second
Lost.
rest until we move on?
Lost his
While
musical
while
mojo.
he's doing whatever he's doing, when he's really feeling himself, I walk up to him and I
I'm scratching myself, dude.
pull
Hey, you
up the
feeling
wire. I commissioned something for you. I think you might enjoy it. I gave him the lyre.
Look at it. What's it made out of?
Metal.
Oh,
Probably similar to the one you had.
okay.
It's fucking electric.
It's made out of poop. It's made of frozen pea.
Iron or silver?
If you made it out of my sword, it'd be silver.
Oh, it's silver. Yeah.
Okay.
It's made out of my tears.
I say thank you. I appreciate this. And,
Petra
is
help.
it stringed?
This string.
Yep.
It's tuned.
Strings made of my hair.
Sure.
I probably tuned it.
Yeah, you
for
probably
him.
tuned it. For
Yeah, I left the tuning to hit the bard.
And I was just like,
Play Freebird.
I play.
Anyway, here's one wall.
I'll play the creation song since I haven't got it.
Nocturne.
Yeah, the Nocturne.
Nice.
Since I haven't got a chance to
Cool,
play
cool.
it.
Yeah, you kind of
Made out of my eyebrow
substitute
hair.
the voice notes for.
If he allows, I'm gonna play with him with my phone.
That's fine.
I'm gonna ask you about Illustrate. Now that I know the name. Now that I know the name, I'm gonna ask you
was the
about what's
finest
this
bitch.
Illustrate? What's
Oh,
she
all of
about?
Voros.
Something about freedom, apparently.
Silver green.
How much would I know?
You know that she is a drow goddess that is.
Do I know about her relation to Lilith?
Yeah.
Okay.
600
The song you learned says.
Right. Just wanted to be
Mother.
sure.
Yeah.
Basically,
You don't know everything though.
yeah.
Oxygen tank.
Illustrae is the daughter of the main drow
Okay, stop.
goddess Lilith.
The not nice one.
The not nice one.
Well, there is a nice drow goddess.
They're yes, but she's not smiled upon in most of our drow society. All of drow society, for the most part.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because she's not mean. I'm assuming.
I don't know exactly why, but she wants freedom for the drow, at least for the ones that don't want to be subjugated to the wonderful, wonderful stuff that is in
Well, that is
Menzo.
quite understandable.
So, she's a wonderful person. I've met her a couple times.
Okay.
Loud.
How do you?
Caleb.
In the biblical sense.
I am not well versed in the gods. How does one even come in contact with such a being?
You meet.
Well,
Good question.
I feel confident enough to tell the party
Mm.
since we're together, and you guys were there with me when, I found my conviction.
It was all very impressive.
I also saw your wet dream.
No, you didn't.
With the after effect.
Probably. So
You let me roll for it.
I'll
Standing over there staring
say,
at his
like,
crotch.
are we camping right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say everybody just.
Prestidigitation, light the bonfire.
Yeah.
Hey, story time.
Yeah.
Thaumaturgy.
No.
Turn it off.
I feel that we've been wandering together long enough, and we've been through probably more death than one individual should probably experience in a 1 or 2 lifetimes. I was born in House Torth, which is basically a house of prostitutes and slaves. As more slaves to other houses, among other things.
Company of saints and sinners.
There is a specific type of hierarchy that the spider goddess, the one I told you about, both, she chooses which house is the main house. And that determines things such like power and the currency denomination.
Do they just get like a note in the mail?
I'm not too sure.
Just like a letter. Just like,
You
What's the
wouldn't
period
You're
in
it.
between whichever house is on top? Is it a couple hundred years?
I don't
5
know.
years?
How long
30 minutes.
has the one house been in power since I've been born?
Is it like an Olympics type deal?
Yes.
Every
Just
4
sticking it on
years,
the
a
door.
different house gets to switch.
You know that
Sticking on the door says, "You're it, chief."
the best way to gain Walt's favor is to assassinate the leader of the other house.
I relayed that part.
So
Oh,
Walt
well,
basically
that's-
makes you turn on each other.
Yeah.
So it's religious flag football.
Well, that's not too unfamiliar.
Well, I was gonna say, so the slavery and the killing is commanded of you by your goddess
Not commanded to me. I was
or
just
your people?
I was just born in the house. I'm born to the people.
I was in the house, born in the house.
Yeah.
That's fourth.
Basically, ever since I came of, I don't know, fucking whatever the consent of legal age
Came
is.
of age, huh?
Yeah, came of age. I was branded, and a curse was placed upon me that gave my sister free reign over training me so I would become obedient. And I show the mark, which I think only you guys have seen.
It light up.
I
Yeah.
almost saw.
Yeah.
I saw it light up.
It used to glow whenever my sister was near. I'm technically her property, according to Drow standards.
Draw
Drow law, yeah.
Well, we don't always have to follow those laws, do we?
No,
Yeah.
not anymore, at least. Not too long after that, when I was a bit older, because I'm only like 26, 27, something like that.
In elf years.
Yeah. And became considered an adult. They put me to work. I was a sex slave for House Torth. And took any clientele that they pushed upon. One night, this one drow woman came through, did our business, and she was gone the next cycle. Next thing I knew, there was the sword there. Did not know why it was left there, what it could do, and then I grabbed it. I panicked. I didn't know exactly what to do, and I just heard a voice in my head that said, "Run." Upon escaping from Menzo, I was captured.
Skin your teeth.
Yeah, just escaping Menzo very narrowly. I was captured, and that's where I
That's
met
how
you
you got
guys.
to that prison.
Is that why you're so tame?
Yeah, the women here. It's a matriarchy.
You spent like a few weeks outside of Menzo. A draw patrol near Valkenville found you and took you in. Yeah, basically.
The women hold all the power. If you've noticed, the Driders, even though they look powerful, they're low on the chain.
We know.
Yeah.
We're aware.
The magic users, the one with the multiple arms.
Multiple arms.
Yeah, they are. Are they pretty up there?
We did encounter them.
Yeah.
We-
Only females
us
can
three did
become
not see
magic
them.
women.
We did.
Yeah, they are.
They were there when the Dragonborn died.
It's
We
true.
weren't there. We were High Boss and
Yeah, they weren't there.
Yeah.
We weren't there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dummy.
When the Dragonborn
Was it the
mysteriously
Gorgon Drow
died.
one?
Put your head in the game.
Yeah, she
nerd.
was
The Gorgon
technically.
Drow had
Dragonborn.
multiple
Well, I guess you
Yeah.
said
Oh, Medusa?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Medusa. Yeah.
So yeah.
I say Medusa, not Gorgon, because Gorgon is a different monster in D&D.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there are a lot of people follow Lolth's teachings to the utmost. My sister is one of those.
That one dude was caught in that web and was screaming to be eaten by spiders.
Yeah, you would know that Fane Tlavar is the most fanatic. Though.
Yeah. Yeah. He was very devoted. Yeah, that's
And you're aware that you're in direct opposition with members of your family, yes?
yeah. I'm not naturally doing this on purpose, but the way that we've lived, the way that I've lived, regardless of social status or not, I'm not looking to completely destroy the hierarchy. I'm looking to take those who are wanting to go and live a better life. And if the Drow wish to stay here and deal with everything that we've seen, that's on them. I'm just here to give them an opportunity. Well, while I have you here, I saw Topsy and Turvy because when Fell saw the when Fell escaped with Halbos
And Zalith was there.
and Zalus was there, he didn't see Topsy and Turvy because he left.
Yeah.
I saw their ghosts. I'm assuming all of the young ones, and they look like the were-rats?
Yes, they were.
Are lycanthropes common down here?
You've never met one until now. apparently.
Besides the.
Not in Menzo.
Would he even know what a lycanthrope is?
I think I know what lycanthrope is. I'm
Probably would-
just not too
Oh,
familiar
oh,
with them in general.
Yeah, Fell or
Oh no,
Fell.
Fell.
You probably heard about them through like legends and stuff.
Okay. So that
It's called lycanthropy. It's an aspect of that. I've heard of such things.
But they're very basic knowledge.
is she a lycanthrope? By
No.
that? No.
She can't turn human, or whatever race that they are to begin with.
A tabaxi, thank you.
What a
See, it's
on,
not
on
just
the
me.
surface,
doesn't
there's
like
a
meat
particular
either.
kind of lycanthrope called a werewolf. They turn into wolves instead, and they're very violent. That's one of the more common ones.
We're bears, we're sharks, we're gators.
You ever seen a wolf before?
yeah, I don't know what that is.
I give minor illusion to create an image of a wolf. They look like this.
So are you a werewolf?
No, I'm.
Are you a lycanthrope?
Wait, him?
I'm a druid.
What's the
He
difference?
He has some other kind of magic.
Like
Nature.
nature,
It's all very confusing.
anything.
He likes plants and animals too much.
He seems to have an attunement to the earth similar to me, though somewhat different. Mine is exclusively to rocks and dirt. It seems his is more nature in general, from what I can tell.
So how common are most lycanthropes on the surface? Have you all met one?
Not very.
Met one.
I didn't know what one is until this conversation. Well, tell.
Goodmanstone.
Yeah, no, she does. She cuts off.
Yeah, we met one. Unfortunately, the last time we saw him, he was in the abyss.
That's not a good place to be.
It's not. It's terrible.
Is it worse than here?
Honestly, no. We didn't spend
In the current situation, no.
We did not spend enough time down there, but we lost half of our group
Oh.
of their own will.
One of not their own will, two of their own will. Technically.
Yes.
But no, when Luke made that wolf illusion, it looked like a cavakin, which is like a bat dog that some people around the use. People in Blignestone have them, people in Menzo have them.
Okay.
They're like pets.
And
But it looked like a cavakin without the bat parts and more feral on the dog parts.
And then I make an illusion of a werewolf that has been that's transformed into hybrid form. It's turned into this.
Have you seen one? Probably in like a book at least.
Probably a book or something.
Yeah, like illustrations.
So just a JPEG of a werewolf.
Huh.
It's a 3D
It's a
JPEG.
DS.
It's static.
Well, if you've only seen it in a book, then you can only make the 2D
2D.
image.
So,
It's a
I guess
PS1
so.
mod.
I
A
guess
PS1
so.
model.
I make a page of a book and hey, it looks like this.
I suppose Petra would speak up, and maybe on like a cave wall or something, ask something along those lines. Though this is not a statement, what could you speak to of the accuracy of this? And I cast Mold Earth on like the cave wall to make an image, and it's an image that in like this 5x5 space that looks like a bunch of like caves and stuff. But the caves, as they snake inward, they get thinner and thinner, and they look like a spider web. And Wolf sits, or like an image of a giant, evil-looking spider sits in the middle, theoretically representing Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, all the caves of the Underdark are her web.
Ooh.
I've never seen a map of the Underdark, but
I hold up my map of the Underdark.
your really shoddy map.
Better than no map.
Does it
bad,
look similar?
but it exists.
It's the gist.
And yeah, Petra explains.
It's literally just a blank map with like points written on it, and then there's like a big circle that says lake.
I suppose Petra
Over
would
here.
explain. I suppose it's more metaphorical in a sense. The idea that this entire place is the web of this spider creature goddess.
I don't know how strong her influence is outside of Menzo. I mean, as you guys have no doubt heard, the Drow are not very liked anywhere.
Yeah, that was pleasant to know.
All you, I think I mentioned this in your notes. I might have mentioned the name once or twice. There is a settlement east of Menzo, northeast of Menzo.
Oh.
That is Drow controlled as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you're sure Lolth's probably worshipped over there too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Didn't you say that was like the staging for like the Drow raiding parties? Or something?
Did I?
Look into that.
I mentioned the word Vendrill.
Maybe.
That's the place.
oh. So since we left this area with the combat, did you guys still want me to keep sealing up the path behind us?
It's up to you guys. Because if we seal up this part,
You probably, I wouldn't say we have to do it like every hour or anything. Just every
Past
once
the
in a while.
Guardians?
Okay.
Like
That's
maybe if we get to like a new cave system.
what.
Von Drill. Yeah.
So I just need to know if anything happens, whether I have 2 or 1 spell slots.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I mean,
Um,
yeah, that's my story.
although they aren't like, do the Drow rule the Underdark?
They like to think they do.
There you go.
Okay.
They rule a good portion of the east.
Yeah. The Drow under Lilth's control, basically, influence, worship. They are very... my people are very about themselves. We like to think that we are the alpha. And, well, like, alpha will be said in, like,
May I see
Drow
the
common,
map?
Drow
Of
undercommon, and he will
Oh,
understand
there-
it.
Oh, it's over here.
See it there?
Yeah, so I would say that he would probably like say it in the common tongue.
The Doth?
That.
Dath?
The
Yeah.
B is silent.
So when they go and they form raiding parties, and you hear everywhere that you go that somebody has had some type of inconvenient run-in with the Drow, it's common down here.
In my time, no one has any run-ins with the Drow.
Wait, Chris, you want to chime in on this?
We're
Why?
almost but a myth in our current time. So
And
what I'm
wonder
assuming
why.
is, whatever happens down here does not bode well for the race itself,
In our timeline.
in our time at least.
Well, that's unfortunate.
But maybe with you...
There, things have already changed a lot, so you know, with you being here, things could change.
You're saying the future isn't set in stone?
Not at all.
Well, cover here. ears. I don't want her to hear that.
Sense. As you guys are talking, you notice something coming from the area you haven't.
I was going to say my bit too.
No, you can go after I tell you this.
Okay.
It's nothing sinister.
I punch it.
You guys notice towards the area you have to go to still. It's sloping downward. You see creeping upward on the cave is a familiar pink mist.
Party mist!
All right.
More unicorns!
It's
God damn it.
Again, it's still wet and humid
Oh,
here.
that's right, because they eat the phasers. That's
So this
right.
phasers is coming in and it's wafting all around you guys, and it's making you guys a lot more like humid and like warm and wet.
I don't stop
feel
sweating.
it.
How does the phasers fill the entire cavern, or is it like a dense gas?
It's
that
like-
fills
it's like-
the 5 feet.
It's drifted over here. I'll say it's like
Fucking damn.
it's thin in the cavern.
Laugh takes
So
out a
that-
brush.
Is it a
Like,
dense gas where it
brushing-
only covers the first 5 feet or 10 feet? It doesn't cover. It doesn't go like 40
It
feet
usually
in the
would,
air?
but this is like a thin version.
Okay. Oh, that's that's interesting.
It also seems with
Everybody
my,
cast first level spells.
it seems also with my new
Oh.
abilities,
Oh well.
I learned a very helpful one. And he puts his hand over his mouth and casts message to Luke.
Hey. That's
And
nice.
I'm whispering into it to the point where like you can't
Is it
hear
like a whisper?
where
Uh-huh.
only you can hear it.
What are you
Yeah.
telling?
I just say,
Watch back that thing up over here.
God damn it.
You see fucking Barney every single time.
I say it's like now we have a effective relay situation.
I cover my hands over my mouth surreptitiously, and I
Yeah.
say back, "Oh, that's a neat trick.
Yeah.
That's a neat trick."
Do you know how to cast that by yourself?
No,
or-
message.
I-
You can reply in a like manner.
I know. I just want to know if you had it too.
No, I don't have a
No,
message.
that would be we would figure. I would go like every maybe 5-10 minutes since it's a cantrip.
Well, since it seems we are talking about our past,
Backstory.
my last name is not Rockhold. My last name is Lamora. Luke Lamora. At your service. I doubt that name means anything to you at this point.
Would
Would we?
is that, is that
yeah.
a name that's
Say,
popular in the
Would,
future?
would
Go
we
ahead,
as
Are
a
they
the old
surface-
surface
okay,
people?
Do we history check
there's a
that?
slim
As
chance
a-
you guys don't know about it.
As a surface dweller, would I fucking know?
History check.
How were you?
No,
were you ever
no, I
close
don't.
in the east?
That's
Us?
a 6.
Yes.
Oh,
Or
I
her?
I should have disadvantage on history checks. 'Cause I don't remember shit.
Okay.
Have you ever in this area?
Wait, what area?
The
east.
far
The
far
cobalt-
west. I mean, the far west of Voros.
Near the forest.
No, it's on islands.
That'd be 10.
He's past the desert.
10.
Yeah, not ringing a bell.
What about the name Luke?
It was sort of an isolated incident.
You've heard of a Skywalker?
Oh,
A
fuck.
man who walks on the sky.
I got a 6.
There's a spell for
Yeah,
that.
nah.
Can I roll again?
No.
Think even
If you don't
harder.
remember now, you're not gonna remember.
You can use the name with Lenora.
I mean,
Sora!
Solar.
Or Lasora too.
Or somebody come quick.
I believe I will tell you my small story because I feel as if I do end up dying before I complete my goal, I would like whoever
I'll
I'm
reincarnate you.
around to remember me for what I really am. If you don't use it on somebody else first.
We should have told you about that spell.
I'm not gonna reincarnate you now.
Okay. I grew up and I was born in Dath.
Yeah.
Dath in the Cobalt Scaries. It's an
Island
island.
chain.
It's an archipelago.
Scary. That's the name for islands.
what's an archipelago?
Oh, archipelago. It's
Chain of islands.
It's a chain of islands. Islands are land masses that are surrounded
It's like
on
the
all sides
things
by
in the middle
water.
of the dark
In this
No,
case,
I-
ocean.
A landmass
Oh,
is
you explained that as Eris?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the thing in the middle of the dark lake that had the stinky ogres on it.
You guys
The
saw
lumpy
stinky
lumpy
ogres?
guys?
Oh, wait,
the
they're
lumpy
big.
guys. Oh,
And
you
they're
were
much
gone.
larger.
The lumpy
Yeah, they were
ogres.
ogres.
That we ran from and I fell
They
down
weren't.
the slope.
They were
You
trolls.
weren't there, yeah, that's right, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Trolls.
My Eris
no.
brain is not remembering it
Yeah,
correctly.
yeah.
Thank
Far to the
Uh,
west. On the
But
surface.
really big
Yeah.
and lots more
It's
water.
the biggest mountain in the desert. North of the desert.
Apologies, continue.
Oh. Oh. It's
Um,
tiny.
Big ass
There
mountain.
we go.
Luke will continue.
Biggest mountain in Voros.
That makes sense.
I suppose I'd gotten
just
somewhat
couldn't
used to
see this
hiding my
forward.
identity in certain certain situations. On the surface, I was a very wealthy individual. I was the son of two very famous musicians named Donovan and Lorelei, who were also the heads of a very successful thieves guild.
Oh, that makes sense.
So that was a good life. That was a good life.
Fel takes out like the letter that you gave him. You wanted me to find 2 thieves in case you died.
My parents, yes.
Are they down here?
How well?
I don't know.
How good are your parents at
Very.
being found?
Very.
They're good at being
They're
found.
better than they're probably better than I am.
At being found.
They're standing in the middle of the field
what?
yelling their own.
That's what we've been saying.
Yeah, he's just saying
Sorry,
how good are they being found?
I'm not. How good are they being found? Not very if they don't want to. But
Yeah.
hey, if you ever did, there you go.
Okay.
You need a priest and
They're
a
famous
priest.
and thieves.
Yes.
Interesting.
Unfortunately, they became a little too famous when our competitor outed them publicly and bribed various officials and had them thrown in prison. Or
Okay.
something else, I'm not entirely sure.
All you know is that they were taken away and you weren't told where they were going.
Yeah, he threw me down here at the Drow, made a deal with some of them. And I don't know where they are. Maybe he threw them with the Drow and they were sold to a different house. I honestly don't know. That's why I can't leave until I find out.
Well, the only way we could find that out is I'm assuming Mizram has some type of information.
I intend to go there one day.
That means going back to Valkenvelv.
Is Menzo in? Well, I thought Valkenvelv was far away from Menzo.
Yeah.
But that's the prison. If
But
they're
we
going to be
can't-
held there,
No, there's prisons in Menzo.
is there
Velkenbell is an outpost for people that are like
on their
far
way?
away. It's a good
But basically
stop
what
to
I'm
keep
saying is,
prisoners
like,
to then put 'em- take them to
For all
Menzo.
I know, they could have been sold to one of the houses as like special musicians, because they're
Yeah.
they're better at that stuff than I am.
Like Central Hall Fools and stuff.
Definitely
Yeah.
possible.
I'm sorry that
How
happened
long
to you.
ago was that?
Sing for me, songbird.
Thank you, honestly, thank you. That was around. It was a week before these two popped up in that prison.
How long was
Well,
I there?
from travel time and how it would work.
So from now, it'd be like what, 5 months, 5 or 6 months ago.
Well, from where you were and then where Velkenveld
Oh, from where
is,
Velkenveld is? Oh,
the
yeah.
travel to get from Dath to Velkenveld probably would have taken a couple months.
So 9 months.
Yeah.
9
So
months. 9 months ago.
9 months ago.
3/4 of a year ago.
Okay, so would I have heard anything about any particular?
You know,
Those sound like exotic style slaves.
yeah.
High grade.
It's hard to tell because you're not in any position to
No information such as
to
that.
know
gather
stuff like that.
information
Right.
It's not your house if it is Mizram.
Right.
Um,
But I'm assuming gossip travels regardless.
yeah.
You can say no. I'm
The
just.
thing is, there's lots of exotic races that are enslaved by Drow
Mhm.
every single day. So it might not be as
What
exotic
about
as
lots
you
of-
think.
I would imagine the most he might hear is like, oh, this house got some really nice musicians or something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But nothing specific about
Because
those
basically
names.
they did it as a part of their job. They're much better at performance than I am.
Right. Do you honestly think they're still down here with how good as
I
at
don't
their
know.
thievery, as you said?
They could have escaped for all I know, but I need to get some amount of information to point me in the right direction.
Before we enter Neverlight Grove, let's come up with a plan on what to do. In case, for if things go wrong and whatnot.
Let's not destroy it.
So wait, did I ever see Daemonium's face? You ever see his face?
Yes.
Okay, and so, but regardless, once I managed to find them, there is one man who I need to have a long talk with, and I minor illusion Daemonium, who is a red tiefling. With,
I can show the
Yeah.
party.
He looks like Red John Lovitz.
Is that?
Sean, I don't know.
It's in the past.
He's gonna
We
send
haven't seen.
I know.
Performed years in the past.
I know.
A rival thieves guild, much more
I'm not
ruthless
saying
than
anything.
we were. Took power.
You son of a bitch.
Please be Red John
Yeah,
Lovitz.
it just looks like your average tiefling guy.
No bullshit. Average is.
Please, John Lovitz.
It's not gonna be John Lovett. Shut up. God.
I'm not getting
Yeah, it's Tiefling.
It's
not John
Is
Lovett.
it the player's handbook tiefling?
No.
It's in the group
my
chat.
phone is not getting things.
Here you go.
Is it? Yeah.
It's a tiefling.
I don't recognize this guy at all. No, I mean I
Oh,
see
yeah,
it.
Okay, sorry. No,
Okay.
not at all.
So I must
God.
have one day. I need to have a long talk
That's
with
what
this
you
man. A long discussion.
I guess one more thing before
Run the walking.
we go in.
I haven't said anything, James.
I know.
One more thing before we talk about Neverlight. You all obviously don't have to follow me. I'm gonna try and save as many of the drow that I can. That includes
The Underdark.
the ones that don't follow Loth. Specifically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or the ones that have to and they don't want to. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
maybe is what you mean.
The ones that maybe can spark a new type of relationship with others that don't involve whips, stealing people, beating people, or slavery.
What about the ones that aren't like that? Just leave them be.
Yeah. My plan is to go in there, ask in a very subtle way, without whipping this around, saying that I'm a follower of Elistray and expecting not to get arrested again.
Do you have alter self again, or
No.
disguise self?
No.
So we're gonna go back in.
You don't have to follow me, but why I'm saying this specifically is because people that I am saying that I want to save do include specifically the Huntress.
That one's is dead.
I think she's just acting on orders.
We're assuming she survived Thumber Chod.
Thember showed.
Wait,
Thumber
Thumber
Chod.
Chod.
Sorry.
There's no real way to
We're
pronounce
assuming
it.
that she survived whatever happened at fucking.
That's assuming that she even went that way. You
ran into her.
They all coming back
no,
to
no.
demons.
The thing is like out of character. You guys hopped on the bird, right, and flew to Thumber Show's place.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean she followed.
She didn't have to. Thumber Chod was
The
leaving.
shittiness hit the city.
We asked him to kill her. And he left.
Well, no, we never did.
No, he didn't.
He didn't leave. He moved his fat ass out of the way, and we left. That's it.
He said he was gonna go out there.
Yeah, he said he was gonna go kill Garthakar, not
Yeah.
because he didn't know if he wanted her to be killed.
And then I piped up and said, "Do it." And he
yeah,
said, "Okay."
but again, that's
true.
assuming
That's
that
true.
she even went in that direction before. It's assuming that she went there. We don't know.
Was she following you? No, she's
There
following
weren't many
us.
She's
drow
following
in
all of
Brackelstad,
us.
were there?
Yeah.
There were some.
Well, she's
That's right. You were the one who didn't.
In the
Who
Dark
actually
Light
didn't
District
see
only.
or like, get near her because she was after us. And
Right.
I turned into that bird.
because not only that, but you two aren't being hunted by her. Neither is he. It's the four of us that they're coming for.
For the record, Thumber showed
Whoa.
basically, I don't know if I mentioned it too well, but he said, like, I'm going to defend this city because it's all I know. And, you know, like, he's still an evil dragon, so he's like, if I get people to, just, like, be my subservient still, if there's a way to save the city and save the population and I can have them be my little servants, I'm going to do it.
Right.
He gave his life, not for honor, but for the city.
But
For his beliefs.
And the thing is, it's like,
Like man of his word.
Worm eater.
and as I said, it's like it's not guaranteed. She is a drow woman who works for Mizram.
But you can fight now.
It's not about fighting. It's about coming to an understanding.
Oh, yeah, fell.
Also fighting
I,
part of it.
I will point out to fellow crickets as I said, I'm already going that direction, and I've found my words to be stronger tools than my blade.
Luke.
Huh. Yes.
Any defining features of? Do you know any defining features of this man you're looking for besides the fact that he's a tiefling?
Intelligent, calculating, ruthless.
Arrogant,
Arrogant.
possibly.
That's everybody arrogant, egotistical. He
Red.
gives absolutely, he has absolutely no amount of value to life whatsoever.
And you do know that he has colluded with the drow in some aspect.
Yeah, he got encountered with a drow in the past. That's why I'm here. That's one thing that we noticed. The way my parents ran their business.
Business or business?
Business.
Yeah.
We don't kill. Not unless it's self-defense. It's not something that we did.
And the person who fucked your family over,
Loves
he had
killing.
his own group
Yeah.
as well.
It's a the rival group.
Yeah.
Different creed.
Yeah. We didn't like getting blood in our hands. It made things complicated and messy and uncomfortable.
Different Michael Baker.
But I was gonna say, Fel.
Hold on.
Oh no, you can go first.
Okay.
There's no other way for me to really describe this to you, and there's no way where it will pop up again. So I'll say, after attuning yourself, in a sense, to your new abilities, you would look back on what Alice said to you. And it occurs to you that when Alice said that Zalith a few years ago caught one of the 5
Yeah.
Elixir people, and the 4 were able to
That's
be free.
the reason why she fell.
That's her failure.
Oh.
That was her first failure.
Oh, Spooky
As you're thinking about Zalith and
Yeah.
how you want to save her, and how she has those scars all over her back with the open part of the armor where it
Right.
shows the whippings.
Yeah, like again, if you guys don't remember, her outfit consists of her entire back being open to like exposed air with whip signs.
Lash marks.
Yeah, as a sign of I fucked up.
But yeah, the Phasris is coming in a bit stronger now. Like, it seems like it's in waves, and it's getting stronger and stronger as you guys are kind of...
What does Stool say about this?
Like,
It's like nummy.
It's a fucking food fiesta for his little ass.
This
It's a
makes
Jimmy
me-
Buffett.
this gives me sustenance. I believe we are so close to the grove now, I can taste it.
Literally.
So
Can I taste
Yeah,
it?
Well,
literally.
hold on. Andrew has some.
I was just,
Yeah.
Petra would probably pipe up for a moment and make another image on this big, like, ominous web.
Oh, yeah.
Web that goes into caves, and it would be of, will just look like cavemen style, like drawing of evil horned winged like demons and fiends. And she'd probably say something along the lines of, I have been thinking, if these lords, these powerful fiends are coming here, and this individual, this goddess, is so domineering, one can't help but wonder, and shift the image. It would be, the demons would be facing away from the spider, and from each of the spider's legs, threads would go to, the 8 demons. And say, I can't help but wonder, such a dominating thing is, well, pulling strings, as spiders are known to do. Or if... And then the image shifts, and the demons are facing the other way towards the spider. If maybe there might be an unexpected ally against them.
Luke leans forward and looks over to Fel.
And do you think this might be why your sister wanted you back in Menzo?
And basically you kind of probably heard with you familiar as well. I believe when her simulacrum appeared, she said there is a problem going back. There's a problem back there that she wanted you for.
She did.
Maybe that might be an in to get on. At least I'm not good with people, but a way to maybe get close to save who you must. Whatever the case may be, it may be wise to go to Menzo.
It sounds to me that could be likely. If there is a chance an alliance could be forged. If we have information on these demons that they don't have
And
an experience,
I would think either that such a a dominating goddess would either be in control of such fiends or quite
offended by their encroachment. Either way, it seems that going to Menzo, we could maybe find again allies to oppose them, or at the worst find the root of these horrors and put an end to it.
It's quite possible. I don't know how willing they're going to be to listen to me. I mean, as you've also noticed, I'm not like most of my kin.
Well, we might not have to get them to listen. That individual we fought, that Pudding King, had a ritual that could call something that called, what was it? The Duke. If given enough time, one might be able to replicate such a ritual.
Say we hold them ransom.
I'm not,
in a way.
I'm not trying to even use that as an ultimatum to threaten the entire city.
Maybe
I
no
don't
other
like
options.
the idea of using a demon lord.
That's, I'm not even going to even dignify that with an option.
I'm just saying. I don't necessarily agree. But
No, I understand, but what I'm saying is that if the people of Menzo aren't willing to listen to reason, or even take an opportunity to leave, then that's their fault. I'm here to redeem the ones who believe that they can be redeemed. All others are left to their own devices. Summoning a demon lord upon them, the thing that we're supposedly trying to stop, doesn't make any sense. It's counterintuitive.
Even if they're already summoning a demon lord upon themselves?
If they do that, then the chances of their town, the chances of Menzo still being structurally sound is based on what we've heard and what we've seen.
It's just an idea.
I would prefer not to go that route. Yeah, I just prefer not to go that route.
Very well.
Stool, being an impatient child as he is. Yeah, he's like, can we go now? Enough talking. Adults are boring. I want to go home.
I agree, and I pick up stool with one hand, and I make a druid craft of another mushroom in another hand, and I do this, and then I run.
Nope, I didn't do that. He's still with me. We're just going.
And I've got two.
He might be on the floor. He's been leading us this entire time.
Okay, well he's doing that then.
I guess as we're walking, we can come up with a basic
The Underdark Magic is
plan.
getting you a dodge. Yeah.
For 10 minutes.
I'm eating a barb, so I think it's
Oh,
the
you're
first
doing
10
fine
minutes.
leader?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm tired of it not being up all the time.
Okay, so we can do that.
What?
Yep.
So that's not the DM trying to say hurry up. That's Stool, literally.
Yeah. So
Also the DM.
basically everyone gets 14 temp HP.
Number one.
So what is the plan? And never like growth.
We're just gonna walk in.
I'm in there to talk.
I'm also in there to
Same
talk.
You don't get to talk.
Whatever the plan
better
involves.
You
into
want
is
him
what
to
I'm
talk.
following.
I'm better.
You want him or you want me to talk?
And that's why I like to say that Petra
Talk, not to convince.
passively takes care of everyone's
There.
gear, and that's her inspiring leader thing.
Okay.
That's what the taking care of the gear thing is.
Yeah, I like it.
And so, like, as we travel, no, Petra would definitely be glad to sharpen weapons, like
Polish
tighten straps.
armor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cast mending, whatever. And that's inspiring leadership.
What color is my sword, by the way? We never
Color.
I thought it was white like the moon.
It's like a
It shifts 47 colors.
it's like a whitish silverish
Fix my armor.
blade,
Okay.
and the hilt is like this
Mm-hmm.
silvery color. It's like all super metallic
Silver and
silvery.
white, cool stuff.
Can I have a blue strip going down the middle?
That's sick. I like that. Let's do it.
Why
No.
Sweet.
Hi.
Fuck you! It's not your weapon.
As
I cast my weapon.
It's Alice.
As,
Wilson.
we
Nothing
get up and
happens.
Or
start moving,
technically Illustrated.
Lab will put
Yeah.
her hand on Luke's shoulder.
That's, the name
he
you
flinches.
used made me very suspicious.
He flinches.
Alice.
because it's
I
so
touched him once
close.
before. He doesn't want to.
Once.
You never touched him before. That's the only time you ever touched him. You touched him again.
Touched him once for 40 damage.
She's gonna look Luke in the eye. And
His
say,
one big eye.
Are we walking by this point?
Yeah, we're walking.
Yeah.
But she's gonna say it's not me I'm afraid of. And she'll leave it at that. We continue.
So, the plan.
Yes.
What is the plan?
I honestly think
we
our
know
plan
nothing
should just
about
be.
Neverlight Grove.
Yeah.
I don't think we need a plan.
I think our
don't
plan
think we
should
can
just be
craft
to
That's true.
walk right in.
Or-
Let's do what this group does best and wing it.
We should probably ask.
Does best.
Hey, the last time we had a
Stool, if
plan,
any of our
went wrong.
guardians. we have to
Nobody's
worry
died.
about.
If we don't have a getting in plan, at least a getting out plan,
Nobody in the
who's
party's
carrying
died.
who?
There you go.
So I can take one person up
Well-
to 500 feet away.
I never
You could
did
do the giant
carry.
I will
grab
also
thing.
do that once.
Okay, so
I have
he-
one casting a dimension door that we won't be able to replenish
And
for a
our
while,
our mounts can go 120 feet.
for like probably ever.
I can turn back into a giant eagle.
And you can carry the both of
So
us.
so we have multiple get out options.
Okay.
It's just the thing that's coming. Like we probably couldn't run mount another mashed potato incident.
Mushroom.
Yeah. But this mushroom one might be different.
Because
So-
looks like we're in the domain of Yinobu this time.
Which one's that again?
The,
No.
Are we?
the null guy.
Oh, fuck yeah, point.
Yeah, we haven't
I was
found anyone
thinking
tracks
about
that.
mushrooms. I wasn't even
He's
thinking
gonna get
about
to
that.
that.
Yeah.
The other idea is maybe
Maybe.
these demon lords could be turned against each other.
Do
Context, that might. I feel like that might have been a big part of the book. Maybe. That's what I'm thinking though. It's a chance thing.
because they really don't fucking like
They don't
each
like
other.
each other.
so
Nope.
do an entire demonic turf war?
Yeah, get them to settle their beef.
Like out of character, that's basically what's going on with the devils and the demons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is we gotta go find some devils.
No, we just
No.
have to. No, demons fight everyone. They just prefer fighting non-demons.
Devils is
sometimes.
bad news.
So,
I can speak Infernal.
if you want to ask Stool about the Guardians or any other place by Neverland,
Yeah,
he'd be
anything
happy to
else
ask
it's
you
gonna
or
wanna
to
crush
answer.
us on the way there.
Well, he says,
Since I've been at Neverlight Grove, there have never been any guardians to leave the grove.
Hmm.
They usually patrol the outside of the main cavern, not outside days away.
Huh.
This is a new development.
Yes, translations. Thank you.
and he says, well, you notice that the drag marks are still there. You're still following these things.
God damn.
But you notice, mixed in with the drag marks, there's in like the sloppy, wet, muddy ground. You notice more footprints that are not yours.
Do they still look stubby or are they like little clawed?
Can I do a survival
They're
check
boot
on
prints.
those?
They're like
Yeah.
boots.
It's that chick.
Does it look like?
That
Those,
chick.
like,
Does it look like drow?
It cut.
It's like-
Yeah, it could be.
We shall
The
see.
mushroom chick.
And those look. They look. It's hard to tell which one's more newer than the other. I'll say.
So I was making walls behind us.
Not every hour,
not-
but
yeah, not as
Phasers is in
frequently.
here too,
periodically.
right now.
Face isn't right.
Oh yeah.
It's in now.
Yeah.
It is.
I'd
now.
say since we got to the phasers, probably don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
just for the chance of shit going
Okay.
south.
Every once in a while, not too many, but just in case.
Well, yeah.
Or however you want it.
So
All right, Stool. Which way we
so
going?
so yeah. So I'll let you know that like
Onward.
some of the footprints are drow-like.
Whoever this drow or whoever this person is had to have gotten past the guardians,
Or they
We
Or-
could have done the same thing we did. We
or
just walked
came in
past them.
through before they were erected in that area.
Well, I mean, you kind of also aggravated those guardians,
I thought it was a treat.
and I
didn't
feel
know.
like it wouldn't have mattered anyway because those really loud ones probably would have woke them up anyways. So, but yeah, no. The person in here might be skilled, so everybody be on your guard.
Stealth roll on that.
You want to?
I'm
I'm
going
stealth
back
roll
on
on
the
that.
ceiling where I belong.
Immediately when he says that.
I'm stealthing.
Well, because my
Whoever wants to, I guess
my
they
thought
can.
process, it's either going to be my
Ooh.
sister or it's
I-
going to be the huntress.
I'm just gonna bust in.
I got a 31.
Damn. Still was on your shoulder and crush as usual.
Yeah.
So,
So-
are we stealthing up?
I'm on the
Are
ceiling.
we stealthing with our stats or our mounts?
Ooh, mounts, because you guys aren't really walking.
Yeah.
Do we
I
need
got
pass
a
that
25
trace
on
or?
stealth.
Okay.
If you
I-
guys,
You gonna pass that trace?
that's gonna be a spell slot, so
that.
Phaedrus is gonna take
So
it.
you got 41?
Oh shit! Do we
That's
want to
right.
do
You
we
got
want to do
past
that?
Pass that trace.
Do we want to walk in
Okay,
there confident, just be
41.
on guard, or do we want to go in
Talking
stealthy?
empty space.
We could do a two-pronged approach.
I
and
feel
send
like
in the
who-
paladins
Yeah.
confidently on their mounts.
Whoever wants to be stealthy can be stealthy and kind of sneak in.
Alternatively, we could send in the two. Well,
Send in the Nature Boys.
No, send in the
Send in
stealthiest
us,
people to
Nature Boys.
scout.
Nature Boys.
Nature Boys.
We can
Get
send
that
two.
tattoo.
We can send the 2 stealthiest motherfuckers to go
The
in
big
with
green
Petra's
N
back
for Nature.
as a scout.
I would
We
like to
should.
stay with the paladins.
Absolutely.
If we send the Nature Boy in there,
The Nature
And you
Boys
get
splits up
fucked.
the paladins.
Like, I'm walking in here, big dicking
you're
with
going in there with you're
75
going in there
HP.
with no idea what's in there, Caleb.
That's kind of
Let me go in with Stool.
But you're not. Are you taking into account the possible drow and gnolls that are there?
Just literally walk like 15 feet behind me. It's not
So-
like I'm going a day ahead of you. Like, you
So-
can see me.
I wasn't paying attention. Are we leading with the Nature Boys or not?
We don't
Right,
have
right.
to. We don't have to stealth. Let's just walk in.
If you guys pick up
I'm
a
cool
plan,
with just-
come on.
Alright,
just
we'll
walking
we'll
in.
just go in there.
We'll go in. We'll walk in.
Okay, Nature
Crush and
Boys.
Adagio?
Nature Boys.
Yeah.
And Eris.
And Eris?
Nature Boys.
Nature
Alright,
boys.
no roll.
You're not going to
Still
stealth?
stay
You're
with
just gonna-
me.
We've made a lot of
Yeah,
sub
so-
teams.
Where's Stool? Where's Stool?
Stools.
You with you?
Yeah.
Correct?
If he wants
Luke,
to.
are you gonna follow? Are you following with them, or are you gonna stay back with me? And I'm assuming Lab's with me too.
You're only back like 15, 20
Still, you have the front party, and you have the back party. The front party consisting of a druid, a paladin, and a ranger,
And a bat.
Hella.
and a back with a warlock, a monk,
You bastard.
a paladin,
Fortnite
and
dances.
I'm assuming you.
No.
I'm on the ceiling.
Slide
He's on the ceiling, so he's the midpoint.
I'm the guy they won't see.
Okay.
He rolled so high in stealth, I forgot about him. Like being in the party.
Yeah.
I rolled stealth. We're not doing it anymore. I got a 25.
Good roll
Yeah.
for nothing. Okay. So you guys kind of just stride up in front of the rest of the party.
Eris and I are just strong manning.
Yup.
I already do that naturally for I'm a robot.
Yeah. So we're all just like strong manning.
Stool says like,
I can't wait to talk to my friends again.
Waiting to dump our glasses of milk on people.
I look at Lab and it's like, please.
Let's be neutral. Let's not be too like ecstatic because if shit does go wrong, then we're not going to be too.
Keep your
Please
milk to
promise
yourself.
me that if I
Okay.
ever start walking like that
I open my
with
fridge.
purpose,
I will stunning strike the hell out of you.
thank you.
okay.
Bunch of assholes
So-
walking in the front of the fucking
Another 40 minutes pass.
God
Oh, it's a
damn.
long time to
Going-
maintain that pose.
Going very, very down.
It's a workout.
Like you get some variation, but
We actually
more or
looked
less
at the
you're going down.
Also, I'm
Everyone
not a
gets
bear.
+1 strength.
No,
Okay.
and honestly, by that point,
But the
I'm
crap
just
I
gonna.
have.
If we're going to stay 15 feet apart, I'm gonna. Just for battle ready's sake, I'm gonna.
You guys technically have higher ground because you're behind them going down.
Right, I'm gonna.
That'll be good.
I'm gonna send Celine away,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
just so we're all kind of like pacing.
Okay.
I've got my bow out too, just in case.
Oh yeah, you got your crossbow. Good.
All right. So, approaching the grove, the ground gets even more marshy and wet. Your boots start to fill up with water as you're getting
Turn into-
ankle deep in this water.
Not me.
Yeah. Anyone who will sink will sink.
I'm wearing thigh highs, so it doesn't affect me.
You would wear thigh highs.
Thigh high boots.
Fucking
Fucking bayonet or
he was,
something.
Yeah.
he was before a druid or a bard. I don't know if he changed his clothes.
Your
No, they
sex-
just got
those are your old
brown.
sex boots.
Yeah.
But the phasers here gets thick, very thick, more thick than you've seen it.
2 C's?
Yes.
They're not like
Damn.
stilettos,
3
they're like
Cs
work
even.
boots.
Damn.
Just go
It
really
becomes like not obscuring, but if it would obscure, it could. Like,
How close is it to being a liquid?
I was gonna say, it almost starts to make beads of it on like the edge of your chin and drip down.
high. Could we bottle this shit?
It's just,
Yes.
Yes, you can actually.
Yes.
We have a bottle
throw it as
of
a
it.
grenade at a
We have a
spellcaster
bottle
and
of
just fuck up
phasers.
their day.
All right.
Drink it to intentionally cast wild magic.
No, if you vape this stuff, is that how you become a wild magic sorcerer?
That's how the
That's how
cannon-
your kids become wild magic sorcerers.
All right. So fungus starts to be peppered throughout the tunnel, and then become extremely dense and on the sides of the everything, and you have to kind of weave in between
It must be
stalks
pretty
now.
fun to be named Fun Gus.
And you're basically walking through a flooded area swamp.
Oh, sorry.
How does is Landstride helping me out?
Yeah.
I'm just
Same
walking.
here.
It's
I'm
difficult
dark side
terrain,
floating
technically.
through all this fungus.
Wait, can you cast Landstrider on multiple
Am I
people? Or just you?
noticing?
It's
No, Lance
innate
Stride is-
ability.
Yeah.
Laugh.
Am I noticing any like phasers, loving fungi that we may have seen before?
Yes.
And could I recognize and pick out some of the certain things?
Some
here?
of them, yes.
Okay. Well, what do we got here?
Alright, so out of the ones that are
Big yellow.
cultivated enough where people know about them and stuff like that, because there's thousands of varieties of fungus, but the main ones are in the book.
Because we have some samples.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we have
Yes.
samples.
So you find lots of nightlight, this blue, illuminating, just phosphorescent fungus that you could pluck, and it becomes like a little torch you hold for a while.
Lucky I can see in the dark.
It goes out dark after like a few seconds, but it could work for like a little temporary light.
Glow stick.
You find the ones that look like noses,
Oh
The ones
god.
that give you advantage on perception.
Yeah.
on smelling. You find some tongues of madness. Something that
Ooh.
look like tongues that
Oh,
make
Don't eat
Yes,
those.
I would like.
people
How many?
speak aloud every thought for the next hour if they eat it.
Who is that beneficial for?
We're looking for Tim.
Use
Tim
it. Find out
Ask.
who. Which one of
Poisoning?
your trying to get information from somebody.
Possibly.
I have Zone of Truth.
Find out which one of your friends
Use
is
that.
very
That's
unindependent
true.
racist.
100% good.
Well, yeah, no, I want to take one of them. How
No,
many?
no, go ahead, take some.
Pretty much as much as you can carry here.
So the tongues of madness.
Yeah.
Tongu.
I do like.
I'll say you can safely
It's like
harvest like.
Lingua.
Give me a survival check.
What's the problem there?
What a help!
Wisdom.
Oh no.
What's that?
That's a 13 on the die.
That's a 15.
That's a 4.
You can get 8 safely,
Okay.
I'll say, and then Petra you can get 3.
Ooh.
I'll say you do attempts on trying to get other ones out, but maybe the technique you're using isn't the perfect best to like maintain its ability when you uproot it or whatever.
What else?
You see some edible stuff: fire lichen, ripple bark, trillimac, water orb in the water, barrel stock. The same stuff you were in the other cave like a 10-day ago. That one cave with the fell getting rid of his powers.
Did you just say a 10-day?
A 10-day. That's a term.
It is. It's all over Icewind Dale. It triggers me now when I,
Oh,
when I see
okay.
it.
It's just in a lot of D&D
I'm
books.
just like
Alright.
yeah,
Is there any Tim Ask?
10-day weeks.
No.
There's none.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Wait, 10-day weeks?
Special
Is
one.
there
That's how D&D
any?
runs on
Okay,
10-day
great.
weeks.
Is there any bigwigs?
Yeah, that's the one I have. That's why I wanted to see if we had it here.
No big
I was-
wigs.
No bigwigs? Are there
No,
any?
No
no,
pygmy
no
wart.
pygmy wart.
Pygmy wart.
None of the double
Are
sight.
there any?
The devil's eye?
Yeah, the devil's eye one.
No.
Fuck.
I
still have one of those.
You remember Magillus saying that she only found them in Aramicos.
Oh, that's right.
In Aramakos. Not
Yes.
not in around Aramakos, but in Aramakos.
Yes.
Is that a city?
This is what Aramicos is. Neverlight Grove.
It might be.
God damn it.
Oh, Mycos. Like as in Myconid.
Yeah.
As in Greek for mushroom.
Just slap a mushroom. Are you Aramakos?
No, if you guys
It
notice,
replies.
now that you're around this
Yeah.
mushrooms, you might want to check your stock of what you have. The pygmy wart and bigwigs that you guys have. If you have any left over, did you
No.
I
guys?
think we
I
used
do.
them all.
I don't got
The
shit.
ones you have,
Okay.
Magillus had in little vials.
Yeah.
With phasers like trapped inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it had its own self ecosystem
Yep.
to feed off of, whereas the ones that we didn't would die.
Yeah, if you guys had any left over, by now they would be completely useless.
Yeah, no. If anything, we had some
Caleb.
big wigs, but by the
Don't
point
give
we
me,
didn't think we would need them.
So the ones I have are still good.
Yes.
Cool.
The one so you used one right outside of Drakenstag when you made High Boss big and to pull the last lever to get into the mines.
Yeah.
If it's taken out of where they grow for more than an hour without any phasers around it.
Oh, then they've been dead for fucking
Yes.
months.
Yes.
What are these shriveled up beans?
Mold,
no, these
mold
will
is
get us
growing on the
extra
mushroom.
high.
Yeah, that's
Now
what.
they're like
Smoke these.
Yeah, now they're smokable.
You just
now.
eat them.
Fucking
Uh,
I pull out
cannibalism.
my hookah that I carry as a Middle Eastern man.
I like that. That's
It'd
how
be
you cast
fanatic.
brain.
Get that
in
big
the
wood
dark.
galaxy brain.
Yeah.
No,
Galaxy brain.
Some
Yeah.
kind of galaxy brain.
So
All right.
anyway, I guess that's about it for now.
all right, moving forward. So while you guys did the commune with nature, you learned that many passages lead to Neverlight Grove, but more are little more than narrow fissures riven by trickles of water.
Yep.
So far, what we've seen, only this one natural tunnel is fit for relatively easy travel by medium creatures. It seems like it's been formed. It looks like it used to have like a flow stream to it, but now it's just stagnant and marshy and swampy, and smells of rot and decay.
Oh.
Oh, I know someone.
Yeah.
You notice that the Phasris gets ever thicker and thicker.
It's solid.
Every thick adds another
It
save.
basically looks
and it's
like
just
a
like-
light sprinkle of rain at this
It's
point.
just Jello.
Jesus.
Like you're in the Amazon
Sour
rainforest
cream.
during a light
Oh, it's
drizzle.
Pepto. It's Pepto-Bismol. I just walked through. Oh shit.
It's like vape Pepto-Bismol. And you guys then, the three nature guys,
Nature
15
boys.
feet ahead.
We named the team on purpose.
Wait. What is that?
No, we're
Is that
nature
sign
men.
language for end.
I don't know.
You're right.
The
the
You
nature
guys
men.
eventually see a large opening
Midwest emo band.
in this tunnel. The tunnel widens out and then opens into a gigantic cavern.
Jesus.
All right,
End.
you find yourselves in a hidden, enchanted little grove. Or I shouldn't say little, actually. It's gigantic.
It's huge.
Is there no light?
Let me get to
Chance.
Has there ever been?
Let me get to this.
Never.
I hate all of
So,
Oh, because it's called Never Light.
I buried Petra in 5 feet of earth.
Fell just lays down face first in all this murky ass mushroom water.
Don't worry, no, Petra doesn't say that. She's not a dumbass like me.
Fell still does it. He feels a ripple through the universe.
There's a disturbance in the magical
I'm
force.
getting a
Yeah.
picture here.
In the favors.
And tell-
Sending us a picture.
Yep. All right.
I just
so,
thought of something. The people that follow Elstree look like a cult in Menzo.
Yes.
So you find yourself
So you're
in
a
a
cult, pretty much.
cacophony of fungal stalks and in a gigantic jungle.
Oh, it's thick.
Damn.
All right.
Can I power pose like this dude in the picture?
I'm really
Maybe.
into bioluminescent things.
There is no light here other than what's coming off of mushrooms and Phasris. Everything is dimly lit. Nothing is brightly lit here. So you find yourself in a hidden, enchanted grove, strangely alien but serenely beautiful.
Any mushrooms here?
This access tunnel opens above the grove's main floor, giving you guys a panoramic view of a mushroom forest that covers every surface, including the ceiling, and illuminates the darkness with brilliantly colorful bioluminescent patterns. On the other side of this exotic forest of a cavern miles wide and miles high, the cavern narrows into a ravine way in the distance. You can see a glimpse of something pinkish. It's hard to tell because it's blending in with the phasers. But it looks like a gigantic stalk that goes higher than the ravine's top. So you can't see much past this giant pink stalk that's going up at the very far end of the cavern.
Do I recognize it?
Is Adagio and Koresh getting PTSD?
I don't know. You don't recognize it off the bat or anything.
This doesn't look any similar to fucking Zuckmoy's realm.
This isn't the abyss or anything.
I'm
But,
driving
it
this
doesn't
in my
look like
diary.
no, she's not that big.
There were at least
This looks like it was stalked by itself, but how the distance is, it's really hard to see, but it would be higher than hundreds of feet tall.
There were at least 7 realms.
This place, for comparison, I've heard someone say this. I don't know Lord of the Rings that well, but someone said this place should give the feeling equivalent to the first time you see Rivendell.
Yeah.
What's Rivendell?
Yes.
That's what I've
I
heard.
don't know.
The Elf Town.
It's the elf town.
It's like super super beautiful and nice.
It's
Yeah.
it's supposed to be like the last vestige of magic on Earth.
This is like this
Middle
looks
Middle.
the most serene and calm place you've ever seen down here.
Oh, then Fell's vibing.
There's
Like he had hand on weapon, but
There's a-
like,
Don't vibe
Yeah.
too hard.
So
You
there's-
know what's gonna happen.
a rising mist coming from just this whole dense fungal forest.
Oh, this. What do you want to bet the Phasers is just the spores from this one mushroom?
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
weird.
No, we found a door
that doesn't
that
make
was coming
sense.
out of.
Yeah, because we found a door where the phase was
Oh,
just
no. Right.
coming out of.
Yeah.
But the problem is like
Underground. Just a geyser.
it's possible, but
It's everywhere.
But the door was off its tracks, so we couldn't close it all the way.
Right.
It's a demon
There's
mushroom.
Right.
also Gwibby and the gang found like the crystal that was leaking phasers.
Yeah.
so it's coming from multiple locations, but it's super dense.
There's
here.
a ramp down to the floor of the grove, where water trickles into the large cavern from many places on the walls down to the floor. Pools, streams, underground marshes, ideal for the growth of fungi. Mushrooms, mold, and fungi grow in abundance in Neverlight Grove, creating this bizarre yet beautiful tapestry of color. Luminescent lichen grows across the cavern and spreads into larger mushrooms, bathing the grove into soft hues of yellow, blue, violet. Dim light suffuses the entire grove and lends the grove to a dreamlike quality. You can see on the ceiling, it almost looks like there are stars in the sky, in a sky. But you realize it's just very tiny white-colored little lichen spots of mold and fungi and moss. You also see in here, there's not just mushrooms. There are actual, real surface trees here.
Eris!
Yeah!
Trees?
So you see actual surface trees like maple, oak.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go hug a
I'm
fucking
gonna start like
tree.
touching the trees.
Well, you're like way far up high on it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
how
you
far-
found some
No, we all
trees.
just jump.
How far down? I
far-
can jump.
I'm not done explaining.
The nature
I wanna
boys
know how
grab
far
the
down
ropes and
to.
suicide
Come on.
dive off.
Oh.
There's a ramp
Gather.
down that goes probably hundreds of feet down to the. You're way high up on this little cliff face, and there's a ramp, like a natural like.
Is
rock
there a
ramp.
sheer cliff
Okay,
face?
fabricate
Yeah.
a skateboard,
There's
just
a
grind
ramp that goes
down.
Can I just-
Tony Hawk soundtrack
100
starts
feet
playing.
down or hundreds of feet down.
Grab onto me.
I don't need to. Because once I get within 30 feet of the bottom, I'm gonna misty step to the bottom.
Hey!
Okay.
We've done
It's literally
that.
the
It's
exact
happened.
same tactic that I used.
Well, let me explain the rest of the grove real quick.
Yeah.
Along with that, you also see life forms,
Hey.
and I'll post a picture.
We've seen it before.
You see walking mushroom people that are smaller than the Awakened Zerk Woods, obviously. They're about medium sized.
The skinny ones or fat ones?
There's a whole menagerie. I sent you a picture of different shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
It looks like a police line.
Oh, look at this fat guy.
Hey, no body shaming.
You see these little guys just stomping around, doing their own thing. You can see that a lot of them are surrounding these little mounds made of gravel and have little bioluminescent fungi that are really bright around the little mounds. And they're all kind of sitting down and just like
Vibing.
basically sleeping. But some of them are up and about working, tending to fields of mushrooms that grow. Looks like some of them pop out of the little the fields they grow in and start running around. Like they look like stool. Like they're getting born. And you can notice
They're bliblies.
yeah, but this whole place seems to have so much dense vegetation that just viewing it from here is not enough. You have to probably
You're correct.
get down and see this miles wide cavern.
What's still saying?
He's like, he gets off of Crush's shoulder and starts running.
Wait,
down.
I'm gonna grab him first. I got a faster way. Hold on. And then I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna bring a feather fall glowing as I'm jumping off.
Are
the
you
cliff.
going there too?
I'm gonna jump off and teleport right when I get to the
There's
bottom.
just a bunch of woods, like basically woods and fungal jungle.
How
Yeah,
many
we're just
feet
gonna
down?
start patting the regular trees.
150 feet down, I'll say.
I'm gonna climb down because I have a climbing speed.
There's a ramp.
Oh,
to
that.
walk
Yeah,
down.
there's a lot easier ways.
wow.
I just wanted to jump.
So
I'll just fucking walk.
you'll jump and fall.
You fall at a rate
And
of like
then-
fucking 5 feet per hour.
It doesn't hurt you at all. You take less damage.
At all.
Okay.
Lab wants to do the equivalent of the landing off the fucking leaves in Avatar: The Blue People.
Fel's
The
just
Navi.
The Navi.
So I'll say that
Fel's just confused.
Adagio and Lab are more or less in the proximity of each other when they land on the ground.
Sweet.
I've seen
It's
trees before.
you
You
sink to your
already jumped
knees
down.
in this.
No.
No, I don't.
I know you
No,
don't.
he's just gonna walk.
That's
Unless you
right.
stop moving.
Because
Yeah.
I
No, she's
forgot
gonna
there were
hit the
fucking
ground
rocks.
There's
and
no
keep
reason to
going.
jump.
Yeah.
And stride.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's still you walk through it fine, but it's still up to your knees
In fungus.
in marshland
Marshland. Oh,
Water.
Fine. That's fine. I got my thigh
and
highs.
fungus all around you.
You said tree? I'm gonna find a surface tree.
Yes, there's
So-
surface trees.
Does the ramp look natural?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like when they jump off, Fel's like just like looking around. It's like, is there an enemy? Did nobody?
Nope.
What?
It's just pure surface
How does
excitement.
Whoa! I didn't even get off my mount. I just fucking.
Are you going down? Is everyone else going down the ramp?
Wait,
Have you played Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah, you misty step. It does not misty step your mount, so your mount just.
We've already decided.
We're not
done,
Super
so I'm
Mario
good.
worlding this.
Wait, are you gonna jump or are everyone just gonna walk?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna
walking.
I'm gonna shift my elk into maximum overdrive and yee off
He's got a fucking
and teleport
gear
us right to
shift.
the bottom.
What
Misty
are the
Step's a level
fucking
spell.
antlers?
I know. That's fine.
Phasers everywhere.
I'm cool with it.
Okay.
I'll roll the spicy boy for
What
that
are-
level of excitement.
Why don't I
Please, not the fireball. This is the worst spot for the
Oh,
fireball.
it's definitely gonna be the fireball.
Why do I mention he's not on the elk's back? He's on its neck and rides it like a Harley.
No,
Hands
dude.
on the antlers.
It's like that the fucking Dark Souls thing where the horses are standing up.
This is how they do.
Yeah, they stay on their hind legs, and I'm just like, alright.
This better be not how we kill Neverlight Grove.
That's exactly how we're gonna kill Neverlight.
48.
48!
No, it's filled with natural gas.
99.
Alright, so
No! Brian, please!
No, shut up.
you jump down with your elk. Your elk's like, ooh! Whatever elks do. And you're 30 feet from the ground and you misty step down.
Yeah.
Your elk sinks into the ground like to its
You're like mud.
knees, like
Just
mud and mud and swamp. And you gain all your sorcery points.
Yeah!
Oh yeah, okay.
I got all my sorcery points
so
back,
you
right
said-
on.
How many you got?
I wanted to.
None.
Hella.
All of them.
I wanted
0
to ask.
times all is still 0.
Hold on, Chance has something he wants to do.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask Fel, what do you think about seeing like surface trees for the first time?
Does he know they're surface trees?
No, I'm gonna show. I want to show.
We'll tell him.
Look at this tree. This is a surface tree.
We
Tree
got
that
pretty
grows in the
excited
surface.
about it right away.
I'm
a big
looking
hole.
at it. He's like he just smells because I'm assuming it smells different in
Yeah.
here.
It's
smells
a
like
pine.
pine.
Oh yeah.
He's just like
Is it cactus?
Mahogany.
No.
Mahogany.
it's like this looks very similar to the loom color of one of the houses.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like you see ferns and cattails and all
Oh.
this stuff.
Oh,
Ferns.
water Twinkies.
Yeah.
Fuckies.
Water hot dogs.
Slap him around.
Or he's just taking
No,
it
it's a
go like
it's a
this,
vegan hot dog.
and it
Yeah.
explodes.
Call out. Kansas calling dog.
Just like, Adagio,
so-
look, I'm just gonna hit for the chest. with
You
water.
guys who have
No, let's not do that.
you guys who have all dropped off and tried to like jump. You land on the ground more or less near each other, like within 30 feet of all each other.
Me and Koresh and I'm assuming
Luke and
Luke and
Petra.
Petra are walking down the
No,
road.
yeah.
having a nice
I'm going to
old
them
time.
first because they're immediately down there.
They're in combat already.
All the normal people are watching.
As
We've
you
already died.
swap, you see things coming out of this marsh, clawing their way out,
Oh.
and they're like, it's spore servants, the ones you've seen before, but they are
They're just chilling.
canine in their appearance before they were turned into spores. These are gnolls,
Oh.
See this demon stuff, we were gonna run into
and
this.
they see you,
And they-
and they turn away, and they go back to their.
We're clean,
Oh,
boys.
No, we're fine. We're
Which
clean.
means
We're good.
that
These
they're-
are-
they're
these are,
drow into
like-
too.
Mushroom knolls.
Yes,
Okay.
they're gnolls with all these fungus
They
like
could be
infecting
other
them, like
elves.
clickers from
Could
I'll
be.
probably
Last
divine
of us.
smite.
Yeah, they just look very
Divine
last of us
sense?
from the
Yeah,
picture you showed me.
I'll probably divine
The
sense.
first
They're
time I
probably
saw
see
it.
that.
Okay.
Just to
Was
see.
that
60 feet.
60 feet. No fiends or celestials or anything.
Okay. No one did.
No.
We should commune with nature once if the phaser shadow
Those are
turns
not
up
undead.
to see if there's any
That's fine.
fiendish influence in the grove.
What's the phasers like?
It's
Where they are.
super
Heavy.
big.
It's
Oh,
mad
I'll have
thick.
it.
Oh, it's real thick.
It's the
Gummy
thickest
thick.
you've ever
fine.
seen it. It's
I can
literally you can literally see drops of it falling from plants like into onto other plants and stuff. It's literally like a thick like drizzle.
I don't know if it's gonna clear up.
Yeah, it might be.
The stool. How you feeling?
Can I go see my friends?
Let them know.
I'm home now.
You should ask the little one to
You start sinking in the
Where's
water.
the sovereign?
Oh God, no!
You should ask the little one if he can lead us to the sovereign.
Can you lead us to the sovereign?
Fuck you.
Possibly. I believe he still resides in the center of the grove. Or they both do.
All right, let's go.
Goodbye, my son.
Go forward.
So
Dun, dun,
as you
dun,
guys
dun,
are all
dun,
kind
dun.
of traveling, you guys are gonna go down the slope and kind of meet each other again. So at the grove.
Grove Street.
So you guys are going down. You see a big lake in front of you, kind of in the middle of
How big?
the entranceway. Oh, each square
surface
is
lake.
10 feet on this map, so about 100 and something feet across.
I'm gonna bolt across it.
Well, there's like my cons, and I was gonna get to some stuff.
This man's swimming in
Cat,
there.
I need you to stay with the family, please.
There's
Christ.
people fishing.
Somebody's
She's
teaching
so
their
excited.
We can talk
tiny
first,
mushroom
play
son
later.
how to swim.
Like, you are
You're
in
kicking him in
straight
the
up
face.
ridiculous
If you really want to,
cat
it's
and
okay.
feline mode.
But
Your ass is running across the house and jumping on walls and shit. I need you to calm your ass down for
So-
5 minutes.
pale cream and beige stalks grow thick and tall, resembling a surface world forest. Fungi grow in profusion everywhere, and it's hard to find anything resembling a path between them. The giant caps and zirkwood mushrooms obscure your view of the cavern's ceiling, but the luminescent fungi there give off a shimmering aura. Each step taken on the soggy ground, a rank sense of decay rises around you. You can see from up above the forest, now that you're down on the ground, there are awakened zirkwoods that are walking around. You see one with a real, normal knoll in its hand, squirming, and it just goes, looks at it, looks at the wall, and just throws it flat against the wall,
Oh,
and then slides down and sinks into the swamp below.
It's a little morbid.
Let's try to be courteous house guests.
You also notice a familiar sight. Little silk moths flying around in the forest like little insects.
Fuck.
Hey,
Well, they are little insects.
we don't have any depetrification
Basilisk,
potions as far as
Like,
I'm concerned.
probably
Come.
dozens.
Did we have one vial left? Because we
Used
never.
it.
No, we used it.
But they seem like less in a swarm, more scattered and independent.
If we need to,
There's
between the
you,
two of us, we can
there's,
inspire everybody.
What? I was
Yes,
For
true.
10 minutes.
Inspire?
Yeah, inspire everybody. Give
Sure.
everybody a bonus to their saving throws.
But these are way high up, like in the tops of the fungus trees. So even
What's
like something
wrong
like your
with
divine
those?
sense or something like any kind of thing would probably not reach them.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
It would take 45 minutes for their little mist to get to us, and by then,
Do we want to do
They're,
that?
they're,
Hit us.
they're little powder and like that moths.
I don't think so. I think they only do that in swarms.
okay.
But anyways,
Powder?
The mods that'll make
Whoa.
you
petrified.
petrified
You,
shit.
we weren't around
they
for
weren't there
that.
for that.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
yeah.
those
Those
were
moths.
sidekicks.
So
Those moths over
I almost
there.
petrified them.
So you're basically right in the edge of with a big dense fungal forest, like on the edge of the cavern where the ramp is. So a little mound of gravel and fungus and soil sits at the edge of these wilds. And inside them there are these mushroom people. These ones aren't doing their possibly melding dreamy state thing. They're just walking around. Some of them are dragging bodies of things, dead things like gnolls, humanoids, like maybe some dwergar or something. They're dragging them, and then they're dragging them and putting them into the swamps. And then you see one specific one that looks a bit bigger than the rest of them. I'll say out of the ones that I showed you on the picture,
Like normal big or sovereign big?
not sovereign big.
Okay.
He probably is the dark green one on the bottom, the biggest one on the bottom of that little row.
The second from the right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like probably the biggest one in that.
Big head ass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see this guy, and he's like kind of dictating and pointing, and like you can't hear him because he's not talking. They don't have mouths.
They're yeah.
Yeah, but they're let's say pointing and and basically communicating with his circle what to do with the body. And you can see he turns around and sees.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see him, and he sees you,
Hey.
and he sees you wave, and the whole party, and he gives a little wave to you too, and he sees Stool jump down and walk over.
Wait, hold on.
He keeps stopping.
No, because I'm trying. He's very small.
Yeah.
Proportionally, if he jumps off my head, he dies.
Well, he's excited.
So I just want to just onto my hands onto the ground.
God
Okay.
damn it.
And then he
it's
runs-
like taking the kids to fucking Disneyland.
He runs.
Calm down.
This is their house.
And then the my kind of guy, the taller one, sees him, and he bends down and tries to scoop him up, and he gives him like one of these, and he's just like communing with him. And then you get closer, he sees you, gives you another wave, and then he induces his spores.
Yep.
See you guys later.
Oh god, just.
Yeah, Koresh, I'm sorry.
I'll just
Yeah,
relay
well-
everything to Koresh.
Exactly. I've been kind of doing that anyways. He says, or it says, they don't really have gender, so I'm not.
It's a plant.
Yeah.
Plants have gender.
Yes.
Plants
No,
are
no,
all
plants have
mushrooms and
sex.
dicks.
Plants have sex.
Yeah.
They
It's
fuck.
also a mushroom. It doesn't do that.
No, not a verb. The noun.
Well, mushrooms aren't really.
Well, actually, no. The
Technically.
They
verb
fuck.
too. The verb too.
Anyway, go ahead.
We're getting there. We just
Yeah,
got
no
here.
Alright.
We just got here.
So you hear a voice and it says, "I am
I
Lubamoob."
really
No.
wanted this.
No.
I really wanted this to sound like Idris Elba, but no. Nope.
It's like, "Who are you, softers?"
Softers.
I
I'm not soft.
He is not soft because he is metal and not made of flesh like the rest of us mortals.
Oh,
My name is
Excuse my
Fuck you guys.
rudeness.
Heralds of Doom, unfortunately.
No, don't use Doom.
Cast silence.
Nope.
Can't cast silent on thought.
Okay, hold on. What are we doing?
My name is Adagio.
What, are you gonna say that?
No.
Yes.
Okay. He says, "What is doom?"
No,
Do not explain that concept.
no.
These are innocent people.
Don't explain the concept.
What? So you want them to be blindsided by
Yes.
the Lord of Demons? Okay.
They have no eyes.
Blindsided. Hey.
I
Blindsighted.
think they already know about the demons because of the demons that were there earlier.
I
But
mean,
they don't
Yeah,
know.
just-
Those aren't necessarily.
maybe those were the first two.
I'll stop Petra and I'll
let's-
explain. Like
let's-
Petra, we just gotta be nice. You know that Noel that you saw, and you just immediately said, "Hey, let's be nice and courteous," telling them that we're heralds of doom. That's not nice.
It's a good way to get thrown into
That's a
a
good
wall.
way to get thrown into a wall.
I don't mean we're not trying to be. It's just everywhere we've gone.
Yes, you're not wrong. But there's a time
You're
to
not wrong,
say
but
it,
it's a
and there's a
secret.
time not
If you
to
really
say
want
it.
to silence, roll me a fucking spicy boy.
I thought it'd be
I'm not
good to
gonna
warn you.
Okay.
No,
This one.
Okay.
This guy's like Cab is
we
dripping
warned
all
the
this
big guy,
phases
not the
water.
small ones.
What was his name? How do you spell his name?
Lubamoob. L-O-O.
What?
L-O-O-B-A-M-U-B.
Boob. I think, Petra will actually seem to actually take that seriously.
Yeah.
He says, Adagio.
Yeah.
Well,
Weird.
are,
Stupid.
Are you the ones that Philo prophesies?
Oh, what?
A prophecy? What?
Yeah.
That
What
who
did Philo
prophesy?
prophesy?
What was this prophecy? Yeah.
We were to expect softers soon at the grove.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm here searching for Aralmakos.
What?
Alright.
Yeah, and just bring it up to the sovereign. The sovereign will probably
Maybe-
know more.
May we speak to your sovereigns?
Of course.
and he'll take Stool and talk to him. He'll basically say,
It's nice to have you back, Stool.
and Stool's like,
It's always nice to be back. I want
If
to
I could
be
shed tears, I could.
and he's like,
Later,
and
buddy.
Stool says, and he says,
There's a few new Myconans that have been born since you have not been home. Do you want to see them?
he's like, yeah. He's like,
Make good friends with them.
and he's like,
Go to the growing fields.
and then he lets him down, and he kind of runs his own way, and you don't see much more of him.
Goodbye, Mushroom Son.
He goes in the water.
He's been
and
so
I'll-
helpful.
He goes in the water, turns sideways, and it's just like a torpedo.
Okay, well he'll turn around and say,
Plays the Godzilla flying
turn around and
backwards
say,
music.
Thank you for taking me home.
Man, it's gonna be real fucking sad when we accidentally burn this place to the ground.
What an odd creature.
stop.
Although you were the most useful.
I love Mushroom Son, even if Petra doesn't care.
That's fine. So, Lubamoob will
Loob loob.
kind of say, follow me. And
Is
you're
that
taken
all?
through the mushroomy, jungly
Set me free.
forest.
Trust me.
Okay.
No, you're not allowed to do it.
Do it.
Don't worry about it.
I cast.
We will escape.
I used Divine Smite on you, and I'm not even a paladin.
You don't even know what I'm doing.
Alright, so he doesn't even regard that you can't, like, navigate this well. There's no really paths. He just starts walking and expects you to follow.
I mean, Lance
I
Strike.
follow.
Can we have a thing of water walking? Do we have that on deck?
No.
I don't
Um,
need.
Lubamoob will, while you guys are walking, you try your best to, like, go around everything.
I'm just like walking.
I'm
vertically
nimble as
all over
fuck.
everything.
But he
Rules of mushroom.
he does seem to know a path in the sense that he's not sinking into the mud. He's going like at a part that is not very easily marked that you just know is a part that's a lot more shallow in the water.
Is this difficult terrain?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, not where he's going.
Okay.
If you like left the path that he kind of just knows is there that you can't see from the water level, then yeah,
Let's just cast Mold Earth and make it not difficult terrain.
it would cost a spell slot. And
Mold Earth is a cantrip.
oh, never mind.
It's a somatic
That's
cantrip.
yeah,
Don't-
yeah.
Don't change their house.
Anyways, Lubamoob while he's walking, it says
Start tearing up their carpet.
Lubamoob says
They'll go back to normal.
let's see.
there have been unwelcome monsters so soon, or recently, in the grove. Do you need assistance with food or water or rest?
That would be nice.
Have you
Yes.
encountered these creatures and have they made you, exhausted?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
You
not
got
technically.
It
Yes!
seemed
Emotionally.
your guardians
There you go.
a ways back had encountered a number of creatures.
Guardians?
They're 2 days away.
The really tall guys.
They were made of Zerkwood.
You awaken Zerkwood.
These are not allowed to leave the grove.
Oh.
These are a rogue faction.
They. What did they say?
Oh shit.
What did they say?
The joy.
Told them to do that.
They're sovereign.
They said not a
There's a great journey.
not
Yeah, it's something about the Great Journey.
fuck. There was Basidia. Basidia was the one that they weren't following.
Yeah.
It was Philo. It was Philo. No, they said Sovereign Philo is going to lead them on a great journey or something.
No, it wasn't Philo. It was someone else.
Ask
It
them.
wasn't Basidia because there's two that
Yeah.
we know.
What is the name of your sovereign?
We have two sovereigns in this place, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It is very uncommon, I know. One is named Basidia and the other Philo.
Oh boy.
Oh
I know
no.
my mushrooms.
Civil War.
Civil War Mushroom Edition.
I've played that game. It's literally called Mushroom Men Rise of the Fungi. And it was trash, but awesome.
Hey, I heard of that game.
It's amazing. Don't play it.
The circle I lead is the circle of the hunters. The circle of the hunters, along with the circle of the
Circle of the fuck.
Well, fuck, they
Make
made the
sure.
new mushroom children.
the circle of the hunters, and the circle of explorers were with Basidia. We were immigrants to this place, and Philo took us in.
I guess we have a pretty chill immigration policy there.
We were a nomadic group of Myconids, and then we finally
mushroom
found
eyes.
Neverlight Grove, and it was our sanctuary.
So Basidia doesn't reside here?
Basidia resides here, but Philo is the original founder of the Grove.
Where's Basidia from?
Y'all reckon Philo worshipped Zuckmoy?
Probably.
Basidia is one of our of the nomadic group, as was mine. He was my sovereign first. Basidia did not really explain where he came from, or where it came from.
I'm just gonna say he.
Yeah, he's a fucking dude.
Anyways,
Big ass
I
dude.
will. I
Just like a
will.
regular guy
Yeah,
with a
just like-
mushroom
like-
head.
As you are meeting this sovereign, I will prepare rest and recuperation for you,
Okay.
as long as you do not harm our grove.
Yeah, that wasn't the plan.
As long as we do not harm their
I never intended on harming anyone.
Okay.
grove.
So
Just scavenging the corpses.
you are taken.
I would ask.
Oh yeah. Go. Oh yeah. Keep going.
Is this
Why not?
place where we can rest free of the phasers?
No,
That's good to
the
know.
Phasris gives life to us. We do not make places where it is not available.
That's fair.
Where does it come from?
We are unaware of where it comes from, but we know it is perfect for our environment.
Big
I
dwarf.
assume it leaks from the abyss.
Probably.
Makes sense.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Zuckmoy's fart gas.
Do you reckon they would
God
have
fucking damn it.
any
like
value?
those braps.
Do you reckon they would value the pure Phasris?
No, because they have it all around them.
No, but like pure liquid Phasris.
I mean, it might be like a Coca-Cola to them, but I mean,
Yeah, but
Cocaine.
Little treat.
some value's better than no
a little
value.
snack.
They take a little dropper, you just drop it on one, he's got energy for all day.
Yeah, I mean, they're literally dripping phasers. They have that pure
Yeah.
liquid phasers.
They're legitimately showering in
They're
phasers.
sopping
Okay.
wet
Yeah.
in phasers.
Okay.
They're
They're
dunked
practically
in
like
phasers.
underwater
It's like
for them.
the wetter the cave, the better for fungus.
Like the fact that we are breathing is a miracle.
other than if it's underwater.
Yeah!
The planet
Yeah.
where it rains.
We've got
cocaine.
No,
magic in our
that's why
lungs.
there's surface things to give surface trees to give oxygen.
Interesting.
That's very cool.
Okay.
But anyways, you're led through the fungal wilds, the jungle, and to the center of it, which has a clearing, and it's a jungle all around in like a big donut shape. You're led past, and then you are led to a central basin. The depression in the cabin floor is the main part of the Myconid colony, it seems. There's a central circle mound with a lot of gravel, a lot of mushrooms. It's like a almost religious in a sense. The Magpines don't really have a religion, but if they were, this would be it. Like, it's really, what's the word I'm looking for?
Just important.
Yeah, I
There's a
guess.
feeling of holiness.
I guess, yeah.
Is it technically
Feels sacred.
ground?
Sacred.
There's a
that's the word.
zealous air.
So, beyond the mud and mushrooms that spread across the cavern, a large, clear pool sits amidst the fungal grove. A central mound seems to be the only dry spot in sight. Outside of the phaser stripping everywhere. Though a small cliff rises from above the cavern floor far across the clearing, with giant mushrooms visible in the distance. Bioluminescent and fungi trace strange constellations along the cavern ceiling and walls, showing the darkness of a ravine and a mist-shrouded smaller cavern beyond. So you're getting closer to that like little crack in the wall that's like way over there, but you're not like close to it. You're like, I don't know, a mile or two off of it, but it's in the distance. So the central mound, you see two larger myconids specifically that stand out more than the rest. And you can see there's probably about 20 or 30 around here just walking around.
Now, are they large, or are they sovereign large?
I think we're like talking the hugest dumpstruck. The ones that kind of like
Big
look like a
boys?
fucking entire walking landform.
Wait a minute, Ryan.
It's like an island on top of the
hold
head.
up, Ryan. Are these sovereigns gonna sound like the last sovereign?
No.
Okay, thank God.
What's the last one sound like?
Fucking Bane from Dark Knight Rises.
That's right!
So you
Whoa.
see, Adagio and Chris, these ones are not as big as Ventibolt.
Okay.
In
The one that was.
in
Oh,
the Abyss.
these guys look kind of cool. They look like almost Oddworld-esque.
Yeah!
So Basidia is the blue one, Philo is the one that has the staff.
Like the dough.
These totally look like they'd be in that fucking game. That
Yeah!
mushroom game.
No,
Yeah.
that is exactly the caster
This is
from Mushroom
unfortunate.
Man.
My phone is not picking this stuff
Well,
up.
here's Basidia then, Derrick.
Well, here.
That's
Yeah, it's a
Basidia.
mic.
That's Basidia.
Philo looks cool.
And this is
Philo doesn't have art in here, but that's Philo.
Cool.
In the book at least.
Maybe that is the actual art, is it?
You see these two sovereigns. Philo has he's a staff and he's holding another sprout. This one's like a brownish, muddy color.
How tall are they?
These ones, they are like,
Large.
Obsidian Philo.
yeah, the Basidian Philo. Philo's taller and leaner. Or Philo's a little taller than Basidia. They're both around 7-8 feet tall.
Okay.
They're
Well,
taller
so
than
they're
pretty
size.
much anyone here.
Oh. So they're not huge.
They're not huge. They're large.
Large. Huh.
And in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
actually,
So-
yeah.
Beyond the mud and mushrooms that spread across. Oh, yeah, I already said this. So, Sovereign Philo is holding a little myconid sprout as well, and kind of like shaking him like he like slightly bouncing up and down like a baby.
Zababy.
Yeah. This sprout looks a lot not like stool, where it looks like it's a bunch of shelf fungus around the central like body of it, instead of stool just being a
Central
little
housing.
cap,
Centrifugal fungus.
like the ripple bark, the chicken fungus. So. You see Basidia is like kind of just clutching his hands together and just like sitting like this, or like standing like
Okay,
this.
he's doing the
Philo is doing the little baby thing on the staff, and Philo speaks up as soon as you get close, and Lumamoob kind of directs and just doesn't say anything, but he points gestures towards the both.
Fel will do the translation for Koresh while you do the speaking.
And they are standing above like a natural, or not natural, but like a formed mound that they have kind of designated as a sacred area. So they're higher up on ground than you guys, anyways.
Oh, did we ever establish whether myconids could stool could understand speech that isn't the spores?
I don't
No,
know.
I don't
They
think you ever
can't.
did. Well,
Because we did that one fake out thing in the Abyss where they tried to spore us,
mm-hmm.
and it didn't
Oh
work.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Before we came here, I had not altered self. I had disguised self
yeah.
into a myconid, and they tried to like communicate with me, but I couldn't like talk to
And
them.
then
They
I
wouldn't
think
talk.
he prestidigitation
like
the
spores coming out of
spores
my hand.
because we assumed that's how they were communicating, and the Myconid was super fucking
He was like,
confused.
"Huh?"
Because it wasn't real spore.
It wasn't real spores, so he didn't know what the fuck was happening.
So the myconids don't understand normal speech.
They don't
don't
understand
think so,
normal
yeah.
speech,
don't have ears.
only telepathic.
Okay, so yeah, no, I would totally ask one of the paladins, probably Eris.
While we're going up here.
Yeah.
When could you maybe determine if it's within your capability the nature of these two individuals?
As in Papa Divine Sense, he forms a fucking demon.
Sure, yeah. Once we get within 60 feet, I'm going to try and really start this blade.
Divine Sense. As Divine Sense goes off, Petra,
You die.
on you,
Mm-hmm.
in your mage hand,
Mm-hmm.
a moth that
Mm-hmm.
you wanted to get that you showed me a photo.
You took a moth?
A dead one.
Eris, you're sensing celestial from the moth.
Whoa. Okay.
It was dead.
Yes.
So
Would it work on dead things?
Yeah.
If it doesn't, then I'll say
Because
one
it-
flies
because it-
low enough where it does.
So I
Because
will read it just so we know. So, as an action, I can detect good and evil until the end of my next turn. I can sense anything affected by hollow or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet.
so
So
I mean,
anything.
It doesn't
yeah,
say
Okay.
anything. It
so
doesn't
it
not
has to be
specific
alive.
creature.
So yeah, it's a celestial creature. These mobs.
Why do you have a tiny celestial moth?
They
Anyways.
piqued my interest. I'd like to study them.
So you hear, or when you're getting close, you see
Most honest, I don't know.
Basidia and Philo without even breaking like any action in what their poses are, just more spores.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's that good shit.
and you hear
I can't participate.
Philo. You can just tell it's Philo's voice. I'll just say, because you gotta do a little gesture while he's talking in your mind.
You are safe, friendly softers. You arrive at a wondrous time.
Just gonna give him a thumbs up.
For Neverlight Grove is on the verge of something great.
That sounds
Great.
not
Something
great.
That sounds a little
marvelous.
culty.
Yeah,
Something
it's super
marvelous.
culty.
Celebrate as the day of joy is nigh.
Oh no.
What is the day of joy?
Yeah, that's
Oh, fractious
He
day.
says,
Protection from good and evil.
We've been expecting you.
he looks right at you, Adagio.
I knew that already.
Why are you looking around? Who? Me? Adagio?
Is
Who,
protection
me?
from good and evil just vaping holy water? I've made that joke.
Yes.
It has
It is
taken,
now.
or it has been a very long and arduous journey to get here.
I can imagine. We've been having lots and lots of new things happen at the Grove and outside the Grove.
Like demons showing up.
Unfortunately, yes.
Have you seen any drow recently?
I do not know what that means.
People who look like
Everyone's just
Minor illusion.
He's right here.
You just point it fell.
And then Basidia speaks up. He says,
You softers all look alike to us.
Minor
That's,
illusion.
you know what? That's fair.
It is
Silver
hard
hair.
to tell the difference.
That's fair.
he's Squidward.
Ah, fuck no.
Philo then says,
If you do not hurt the Grove, then you are free to stay as long as you wish.
Define hurt.
3 days.
No.
Please do not pluck any mushrooms
That's
you
what I thought.
see
There
or
you go.
destroy
You can't
any
harvest- You
wildlife
can't
or the
harvest any
cavern.
resources.
It's a nature reserve.
Yeah.
and he says,
You've been searching for something called a drow?
We've been searching for a few things.
We've been searching for a handful of things. The drow is just
A part of it.
a hazard we may encounter. We were just wondering if it was here. The main thing we're searching for is that I'm searching for is a being known as a Raumakos.
I have no idea what that is. But I will say, you are searching for some people. Is there a specific number of them?
There were
Four.
4 drow who came this way 2 years ago.
We had a group of about 7 softers come here not a 10-day ago.
7.
Were they welcome guests?
Basidia says,
They were welcome because they did not hurt the Grove. But Philo, what became of them? I know not of this development.
Philo says,
They've already left. They had exhausted all their options and they were tired of the Grove. I let them leave.
What did they look like?
They all look the same.
It is hard for us to really determine.
What were they doing?
They were searching for something. They did not tell us what. They just asked if they've seen people that look like you.
Look like us specifically?
More or less.
Seems like we just missed them. Yeah, boys, you just missed them.
What direction did they go?
Something else. They said the word Aflac.
Affleck?
I do not know
Okay.
this word.
Hold on. Quick
just
second.
insurance
Pause.
salesmen.
Go.
Fel, are these the ones we'd want to warn?
I mean, if they already know about the demons.
As you guys are talking, Philo will let the little sprout down and he'll walk away and he says,
Go on, Ventable. Go play.
Who? Oh!
God damn it!
Who?
That's Bane. That's
Oh,
Baby Bane.
shit!
Oh shit!
Oh,
So
and then you're freaking out. He's like,
I'm just gonna go over him.
what?
like this is Ventable.
What?
Dasha, stop yelling at that child!
Okay, so the Abyss was present day. That
Yes.
confirms that.
Well, Ramakos doesn't exist yet. That's why they don't know. I keep forgetting.
No,
that
I,
we're fucking...
no, I think he does exist. I think he, from your thing, he died in this time period. That's why she can't. That's why she wants to send you back in time to find.
So
him.
wait, are you telling me that the Abyss was the Underdark?
No.
No.
The Abyss was
No, there
modern day.
were Myconids in the Abyss.
Ah,
He got transported at some point.
okay.
and he says like,
What is the issue? Do you know
Hey, what is your
Ventable?
issue, Daggio? Why are
A
you
better
freaking out?
twist would have been if his full name was Stool Ventable the First.
Ask him if they know.
That would have been cool.
it's not, still wasn't Ventable.
I know.
That would have been cool.
Philo,
Yes.
Lube back there. I cannot remember.
Oh, as you mentioned that, he comes back and he has a tray, like
Who?
Little move.
Oh,
He comes back with a tray of like this broth, like miso soup type broth in these little bowls, and he's like,
Sustenance.
Oh, it's not super
Lav
confident, but I'll
is just gonna
I
like.
can't eat.
and he also
gonna drink
there's also like a little bit of like, it's like just like leaves from trees and like bark that you put in like a little pile on the.
Is
on
it
the
just
platter.
hot water with leaves in it?
No, it's no. There's well, the soup. It looks like a broth. We're not sure what's in it. Like it's really cloudy, like miso. But then on the platter in the middle, it's like the soup's all around it and like a little garnish. But in the middle, it's just bark and leaves and like grass. Like and he's like,
Is this what you Southerners eat?
Sometimes.
Is there
What is
anything
it?
like mint leaf or
Probably.
bean sprouts?
Probably.
Or
Catnip.
fuck yes.
What does it taste like?
the soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It tastes like, strangely, nothing. It's like
Like-
warm water.
Go.
Speaking out loud.
I'm gonna like.
Hold on.
Handsome fire lichen.
Speaking out loud. You two have the capability of curing
Middle East
diseases and poisonings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Wrong. This.
No.
Yeah, you're a paladin. You can lay on
You
hands.
can lay on hands to cure disease, I believe.
Yeah.
Isn't that at a certain level?
It's
No,
every 5 hit
whatever.
points. You can
Okay.
cure disease.
Fuck.
Yeah,
5
yeah,
HP out of
disease
your
or
like
neutralized
pool.
poison for
Yeah.
5 HP of your pool.
So wait.
No time.
Oh no, we didn't rest.
Basidia says,
Oh, I
I'm also
forgot.
immune to disease, so
They
just
have
have
to
me
eat.
try disease potential foods
Same.
first.
This, Philo, I forgot. They have to eat with their mouths.
he says the Basidia says.
God damn, that sounds
Yeah,
like a fucking
these guys
insult.
Not our hands.
I'm sorry I can't just
Not
suck
your
in
pores.
nutrients.
Not our pores.
Um,
I can't just dump it on
To
myself.
say,
and I-
blood chug
to
soup.
answer Petra's
wish I could
question
eat.
from fucking earlier, yes, do not introduce us as the Heralds of Destruction or the Heralds of Doom, or say that everywhere we go, we've been bringing the Demon Lords to a town.
It's not our fault.
You're right, but the way you word it determines on how things are presented.
We don't mean to herald doom.
That's
it just
true.
seems to follow us.
That's correct.
We don't need to warn them about
but
that
don't
part.
let them know that we're the Heralds of Doom. We're just
We
the
just said
Heralds.
just watch out for danger.
Philo.
Oh god, is the party
But
name
aren't-
actually the Heralds of Doom?
Might
But-
be.
No, we're not.
Aren't-
We're not.
What's up?
Aren't we heralding doom? Is
No.
a herald simply a messenger, but that's what we wish to.
Well,
Are
a
we
herald.
not warning people?
So Herald of Doom has the connotation that you are in fact bringing the doom with you on purpose.
Well, we
And
haven't
we
proven
are.
that to be untrue.
We may be bringing the doom, but it's an accident most of the time.
It's an accident every city that we've been to.
Indeed.
What's up,
So-
Caleb?
We're not intentionally. heralding.
So talking to Philo.
Yes, he said, yeah.
We've been expecting you.
Talking
Yes.
to one of the Samoas.
Say Loop here said that you had received some sort of
No.
prophecy.
Correct.
What
Very
How do we
correct.
fit in all this?
We're gone.
oh, right there.
Are the Samoas gone?
Oh, Samoas. I said s'mores.
No.
First question is, how did you receive this prophecy?
Well, during our melding, we have visions of each other's dreams. And during one of those dreams, we all experienced together in the circle of the Masters, which is our circle.
And Basidia looks like he goes after he says like the Circle of Master is our circle.
Yeah, because Basidia, you said, was the hunters and the explorers, right?
Yeah. Philo says,
We had a vision of a great journey somewhere else in the Underdark. And
Abyss.
we had a great vision of softers such as yourselves coming to the grove. Lots and lots of softers. We expected you to be the first of many.
That's the humans coming down to the Underdark. To just stop the demon.
Or is
So
it
they're-
the Drow Exodus?
as you're talking to these guys, like 4 spore servant gnolls start like walking behind them and like looking at you guys and like behind the 2 sovereigns.
Oh, BT Dubs, that was my sister they were talking about.
And they just keep walking, and they're like clawing at some of the ground. This is like more stable ground, not super marshy. And they're like clawing at some of the ground, and one of them like takes like seeds and starts scattering it in the clawed ground. Basically, they're tilling soil and spreading soil. But they look uncomfortable and like gross and spory zombie like doing it, but they're doing work. Basically, they're working here. You can see like some in the distance too among the myconids, like spore servants of different races like gnolls, quaggoths, dwergar, stuff like that.
So we don't gotta worry about you guys doing that to us, right?
Basidia says,
The Circle of Hunters is the ones who do that. I will explain later. I can give you a tour if you'd like.
I would just rather not become that.
No need. Do not harm our grove.
and then Philo. Oh, yeah, go ahead, though, if you're gonna say
Oh,
that. I kind of interrupted you. I'm sorry.
This is a big question.
we also melded twice.
Saucers
Twice.
can meld?
Apparently,
My nose is like.
it was an experience both times.
This is a grand revelation. Maybe you can experience the great journey as well.
I don't want to.
It will be a joyous time for all.
What is the great journey?
I know not of specifications, but I know
Activate the Halo
only
rays.
that it will bring great joy and happiness to the grove.
Fucking missed it. God damn it.
It says,
These visions are a joyous time where all life in the Underdark will want to be here.
You said it's called the
If
Great
you
Joy
say-
or the Great Journey?
journey, but it's a joyous occasion.
It's joyous.
They're really hyped about
Do you
it.
think it's potentially them going to the Abyss?
Yeah, it might be.
I think, like,
Maybe that's why she needs to connect back to Aramakos to bring them to the Abyss to avoid all the other demons that are coming in.
Maybe.
I think
Yeah.
Zuckmoy might be giving them the brain waves.
Or she is a demon.
Are you guys gonna eat the food, by the way? I didn't.
Oh, I've been,
Oh,
I've
yes.
been,
Yeah, I've been sipping
I've
on
been
the
sipping
soup.
on this soup for a hot minute.
I've already told Crash that
You-
it doesn't taste good.
Philo. You
Yeah,
wouldn't,
it's just like hot water.
Philo, you wouldn't happen to
I
know
drink
who
that on a daily.
Zuckmoy is?
Hey, what?
Zuckmoy.
She don't exist yet.
That's a name I am unfamiliar with.
She
Is this
exists.
similar
Yeah,
to
she
the
doesn't
Outlack
exist here.
the other softers were saying?
And Basidia's like, I do not know.
You said
Who is that?
That's my sister.
can melding only
That's my sister talking about a half-breed.
can melding only see dreams or memories?
Memories are possible, yes.
What was that?
What?
What if we meld?
I wasn't aware you could, so
I've melded twice.
that sounds interesting.
I haven't.
Hey,
I know not of what will become of you, if it is healthy for you or not.
show him the ring.
Do you know what?
The ring.
The
Ring?
ring.
He doesn't know who Aramakos or.
That doesn't mean they don't know what the ring could be for.
Might be a different name.
Yeah. Does this pique your interest at all, or do you know anything about it? And I hold up Zuckmoy's wedding band.
It's a ring. I'm always a fan of sparkly jewelry.
Okay.
He pulls his hand. He's like, can I try it on?
Don't do that. Don't do that. I gotta fit.
Basidia's like,
This is not the time for this, Philo. Please.
Damn, it really is like this SpongeBob and Squidward we were
I'm
talking
just
to.
gonna put it back.
Nah!
I leave. No.
and he turns to
Um,
Basidia, he's like,
I
Unfortunate.
put the ring back.
If Fell's on alert at the moment.
Have you encountered any slimes or oozes cutting off the fungal growth in this area?
Not recently. We may have an attack every few months or so, but nothing unusual. But we have had a few cases of something unusual happening.
Like what?
More of these gnoll-type creatures, hyena people, heard they've been called, have been appearing around the grove lately. That's why you see so many spore servants. We take matters into our own hands to protect our forest.
He says, also, he looks up, he looks around these moths.
These moths are giving us a little bit of trouble, but they're not too harmful, I think.
Oh, those aren't yours.
Where did the moths come from?
Yeah, where did they come from? Or when?
He shrugs. Basidia says, they just flew in one day and never left.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, you fucking idiot.
SpongeBob, you fucking asshole.
SpongeBob, you cock.
Right.
You're a cock, SpongeBob.
Yay, I'm Squidward. Yeah.
What?
Okay, what?
What is this thick big mushroom that goes all the way past the ravine?
This is
What was that word even?
Thick big.
Thick bigot.
Basidia says,
English has no meaning.
Basidia says,
I've been wondering about that too, Philo. What is this?
Sick.
You never told me.
and Philo says,
Well, that is Morgus.
Igmorgus.
Igmorgus.
YGG Morgus.
Enormous?
Amogus?
YGG Morgus.
It's the
Morgus.
world shroom.
YGG MORGUS.
So if you smoke it, you become so high you ascend.
No, dude, right now we're in
You
Nipple
see
shroom.
all timelines at the
Nipple
same
shroom?
time.
Mm-hmm.
He says, Philo says, what would he say about Igmorgus? Exactly, because I need to know.
Kind of want to send to
It's a
Outshroom,
thing. It's a
but
it's a
Mid
special
Shroom's pretty
thing.
dope.
It's important.
He says, yeah, it's
Importante.
important.
Ash Shroom's the best though.
I think he would say,
Are you interested in Morgus?
It piques my interest, yes.
Well, to get there, you have to traverse through the Garden of Welcome. It is a joyous place full of our best myconids and best workers.
Best how?
They're all a part of the Circle of Masters. It is the most joyous part of the cavern.
I feel like they don't know what joy means.
Well, the joy is subjective.
they
Right.
say,
It's opium.
The Circle of Welcome. If you would like, I can take you on a tour in a few days. Or in a few cycles.
How long are we planning on being here?
And just
We have other pressing business.
Just
outside
long
of
enough
here.
for the town
Not
to
for
get
me.
to,
This is my pressing business.
like, just long enough to where it gets destroyed, and then we'll go to Graven Hollow.
Basidia says,
Giant's gonna be dead by the time. we
Yep,
get there.
absolutely. I believe that's
Before-
where the Knolls are coming from.
Before Philo gives you any direction to go to Morgus, I would like to give you a tour around.
Philo says,
That is a great idea. Give our softer friends a tour of the new grove that they will love. If you are residing here for any length of time, I would familiarize yourself with the circles of myconids around here.
I have a question. Are you familiar with any softers named Jasper?
No.
Are you familiar with these creatures? And I show him I have minor illusion of getting the Kaleb door that we met.
I don't know if they could see it with their
Maybe
blind
not.
sense.
A rock?
That moves with a mouth and can talk.
Is it dangerous?
Not unless angered.
That's too much of a risk.
Was the
No, unfamiliar.
softers, is that the derogatory term?
yeah, fleshies.
Fleshies.
So Jasper, I'm sorry, Jasper's supposed to be here. Or he was here at
He
one
said
point.
he was towards here, in the direction of Neverlight Grove.
It might be farther.
A while ago.
He might be in Graven Hollow.
Yeah.
He could have missed the grove and just
Yeah.
kept going. I found the wrong tunnel and just kept going.
Oh,
whatever.
Wait, what about Jasper's a stone giant?
That would,
The name.
I think that would make sense.
Wait, I thought Jasper was a gnome. He was from Biglandstone.
Then he definitely, hopefully, didn't make it home.
Anyways,
Yeah.
he would say, was one of the name of the 10 softers named Brixus?
I think it was 7 this time.
7?
7, yeah.
Yeah.
He hadn't seen, and they had been here within the 10 week.
10 different days.
The 10 day, sorry,
Yeah.
the 10 day week.
The 10-week month?
The 10 month day.
We did not get all of their names, but they left not long ago.
And
Can you remember any of the names?
Basidia says,
I believe the one leading them was named Janina?
Zealous.
Janina?
Janina? I do not remember.
They sound vaguely, remotely anything close to anything I would know.
there's a few names like Shania, Zanaya,
Shania Twain.
Zendaya.
Zendaya.
Zendaya. Oh,
Zendaya.
We fucked. We
You
dead.
know, it could be a few different
It's
ones.
too much girl boss in
these,
one room.
These guys don't seem like they know to like the drow like naming conventions
Right.
or any software naming conventions.
So Fel will like let the group know that the word that they said meant
Nanima.
the word that they said that they were looking for meant like half breed.
Oh, I have a...
Yeah.
We're very much still being hunted.
Absolutely. Why would we stop? We haven't done anything.
It's like nut.
Do you have
Yeah.
any...
Black.
Do you... I'm trying to think.
non-pure blood
Do
savage.
you have any actual memories in your mind of what would it look like?
Wait, what?
Do they have... I'm going to ask them, can you think of images of what they look like? Because basically
Think?
what I want to
Oh,
do
yeah. I mean,
is I want
you're
to
gonna read their mind?
detect thoughts so I can read the surface thoughts so I can see the image in their minds.
Okay.
So I can compare it with
Okay.
everything else.
The Philo says,
I have a clear view of them in
Okay,
my
so I'm
mind.
going to detect thoughts and read his mind.
He starts doing magic gestures. I move away from him.
so Tick Thoughts is a level spell, right?
It is level spell.
Then you're gonna have to roll.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
but
me,
he'll-
dude.
He'll know if you've casted it, and that might be...
Well, no, it's I'm going to
Yeah,
tell
player's
him.
handbook.
Okay.
Tell
Because
him.
he's doing wild magic.
Yep.
Just keep one
I
is with me.
need more
Well,
information.
he's-
So
it's gonna
I'm
fireball
still
and
gain a better picture.
Oh, he's sneakily doing the mind reading.
Okay, I'm gonna
He's not
stand back.
sneakily.
I'm gonna
He's
stand
straight
back.
up telling
Oh
them
yeah,
that
well,
they're
telling
doing
them,
it.
telling them.
I'm gonna stand back from everybody else.
Can I ask if they know Magillus well?
Okay.
I didn't ask for this.
Magillus was...
You'll read Philo's mind, and Basidia will talk to her.
Magillus, that is a name we've heard before. It was a... something that came to the Grove about... many cycles ago.
Okay, so yeah, she went
She
straight
hasn't
here.
been back.
Okay, do you have the page open?
Wait,
Yeah.
where did she go to?
What's
Okay.
the spicy boys say?
96.
Every time it's a new number, I freak out a little bit.
Everyone around you.
I specifically moved away from everybody else, far away. So no
More than 30 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. You have a thing that I don't know if it doesn't tell you that you would know about it, so you just have a thing.
Okay. Do I feel any different?
You feel weaker
No.
a little bit, but not in a way you would really know specifically.
Okay, but I can do the spell.
Yeah. So you detect. Do you get an actual image without piercing through?
It just says I detect surface thoughts. If I guess it's kind of up to you to determine if they're thinking about an image, I would assume I get the image
Yeah,
as well. It's
I'm
kind of up to
assuming
you.
like a surface thought could be more like a memory because you don't just
Yeah.
think words and
You-
not have something associated.
You get
with it, right?
thoughts and
And like an image, I'm assuming.
get an
like
image
a specific memory.
of a band of dark elves
Okay,
talking
they're definitely
to
drow,
these,
right?
these guys.
How do you males, females?
Yeah, there's
defining marks?
one female, all the rest are males. So one female, 6 more males.
One female, 6
Female
males.
obviously leading because they're drow.
Right.
She looks like
Any religious marks?
Lolth.
Health, of course. Okay.
She looks like she's just. They're all in like warrior type, like no nonsense, just melee bash shit kind of.
Okay.
Outfits.
I kind of give them this. Hey, it's in the warriors.
I mean, that's fine. It doesn't tell me whether or not my sister is leading them or not.
Can you minor limit?
I've seen his sister. Is it her?
No.
Okay. How well? I guess it's
Can
difficult.
you
to
minor illusion the image?
Oh yeah,
you
minor
see?
illusion the image. Ooh. Minor illusion 7 people. Here you go. Let's take this.
Do I recognize any of them?
No.
Okay.
Not specifically. Not like exactly.
That's actually a good sign.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad that they're here. It's good we don't
Well,
know
as
who they
far
are.
as we know, Brixus knows that I'm in Blending Stone.
If you want to deep go further and risk the detection of it, you can get more information.
No, you told him he was going to do it.
I'm telling him. I need to, like, if you think of the thing, I'll be able to have more information than
No,
you can
but
give
if
me.
you do the peer inside
I'm
extra
going to ask him
thing-
if he's okay with that.
The Philo?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to tell him what it is, but I might get more information if you let me peer deeper.
Please. No.
Persuasion check.
Please, no.
Okay.
Persuasion check.
Okay.
I have no intention to harm you. Persuasion check is a
Can I give him the help action?
26.
Oh shit. Dissidia says,
The Philo.
What's wrong, Philo? What are you afraid of?
Yeah.
and Philo says,
Oh.
They're my thoughts, but
I can heal you if you need to afterwards.
if it'll help you, Softer, go
we,
ahead.
We very much appreciate it. So I will peer deeper.
you peer deeper.
And so I will tell you specifically what it gives me.
Yeah. You might want to do that.
And I'm gonna.
It's not really that specific, but it's.
I'm gonna homebrew a little thing.
Does it do damage?
No.
Okay.
It destroys him.
It
ends him.
So
Exodia
Technots-
mind crushes.
So,
Yeah.
It literally
So
splits his
basically,
brain in half.
they would have if I probe deeper, the target makes a wisdom saving throw. But if he's allowing me to,
Yeah.
but he can feel it.
Yeah, he
So
knows-
if
yeah,
he's
he
allowing me
told
to do that, then I guess that makes sense. So I gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, it loves, or hates.
Oh.
And then after
Okay.
after it
Oh.
after it succeeds, the spell ends.
Okay, so the first part of that was, out of those three things it said you can get, I'll
It's
go through all of them.
It's
So
reasoning, emotional state, and something that looms large in
Its
its mind.
reasoning is more of and emotion state kind of tied together in the sense that he's just happy that there is supposed to be change happening, the growth soon. That will be great.
And if you want to homebrew a little extra stuff,
Yeah.
go ahead.
The something that's looming large in its mind is basically just the great journey and everything that's about that is going to be great.
What I gain a better understanding of what that actually is.
You know it's a migration. You know it's a migration, but you don't know where.
Okay.
But you know that Philo is very excited for it.
Okay.
But for the drought thing specifically, because that's what you're kind of going for in the first place,
Yeah.
I'll kind of give you more information on that. You kind of get more details about the drow here, like their haircuts and their face shape and stuff like
Okay,
that.
so I can make a better model then.
And you can see that they have brands on their necks and stuff like that. And they have
Even the
different
female?
house symbols on them. Yeah,
Even the female does.
all of them do.
Okay.
They're all Mizram.
It goes from a JPEG to a blend
Fucking
model.
Christ, dude. That's where all the hunters are then, huh?
So, I have a curious thought. What if Ironcos is a Mykonos city, but it doesn't exist yet? And that's where they're going to migrate to?
Yeah, it's possible. Honestly. I mean, if all the phases... We didn't see any phases in the Abyss when we were down there.
Mm-mm.
So...
And I know, well, first off, I remember we had to look for Zekmoy before we found Aramakos.
So, you know
I'm
that.
sorry, the spell doesn't end yet. Sorry.
So you know that Phaserus is a thing that these Myconids like, right?
Yeah.
And it helps their ecosystem grow. There's none in the Abyss, right? You do remember Zekmoy saying that she was weak in that time,
Oh, shit.
and that parts of her were dying,
Yeah.
right? Like the first part you appeared in the Abyss was a dead fungal forest that was all like petrified in stone.
That was
True.
being harvested
By demons.
By
by
other
demons.
Fuck, maybe that wasn't the Abyss.
I mean, it depends on where...
And there's no.
No,
Phaserus
we fell.
Yeah, we were in the abyss.
Were we?
We saw an aboleth. I don't think that. I hope there's no aboleths in the Underdark.
I doubt
We went
there
through a
is.
giant portal
Mm-hmm.
with like a bunch of like lights.
Went to the
and stuff.
Fly Despair, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we went through the Flat Despair. There was spaghetti everywhere.
No, I edited that on the episode. That your guys' portraits falling into the Fly Despair.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I need to rewatch it.
It's called Mistakes Were Made, is the episode.
Wait, we didn't have portraits then. It
Yeah,
was-
we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
do.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Well, I didn't put them up on the thing all the time, but I put them up on the reference images part.
Okay,
the
and that's
character
probably
part.
one of the ones I just listened to.
Yeah.
Because as far as I knew from our portrait images, it was just like
Silhouettes,
symbols.
Yeah, it was a little art.
It was symbols.
Okay, so what's the rest of Detect Thoughts?
That's it.
That's it.
I mean, the spell continues because he allowed me to do it, but it only lasts a minute.
It's just a great journey.
So basically, any other information he has, I guess I get a clearer picture of it.
Like any other information? Or just...
Anything he's talking about.
Yeah, he's just basically talking about the same thing over and over.
Okay.
Should I just tell him everything I know?
Yeah. They've already given us
Oh.
a lot of info.
I'm not Amarok.
Lubamoob's still here, just holding the tray if you guys are done.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
still
good.
going.
So, homie.
Yeah,
Still
no,
going.
He'll just leave it.
by
Walk
this
away.
point, Caleb, this is between you and Crush.
And he'll say,
I feel like we should know.
Lumamoob will say like,
Oh,
Enjoy.
and
Thank
also
you,
I
thank
will
you.
also mention, I'll also ask him, hey, have you seen these two individuals? And I show him 3D models of my parents.
I don't.
Lucidi's like, I don't know. I can't.
Just asking him.
They look just
in
the
case.
same as you guys.
I don't know,
I mean-
man. That thing's feeling like I'm black. He's brown.
He's a robot.
It's a robot.
Yeah.
We're all pretty.
diverse.
It's hard to tell if you're not just a Myconic.
Yes.
They only know gnolls because how ferocious they are, not why they look. Like
Yeah.
how they look.
Fair.
Yeah, I think you should just straight
They
up.
probably would call a gnoll and a Quagoth the same thing.
Okay, so yeah,
We got some news for you.
I
boy.
got. Can't speak.
I know.
Okay, so I'm gonna
You're
come.
translating.
I'm gonna come clean the Philo.
You act like you're confessing a crime.
What is it?
It could be. Maybe not my crime.
What is it?
I think I know what the Great Journey is.
Do you? I've only had seen small glimpses.
Give some backstory first.
It's a good-
Before we were here in the Underdark, we were in the Abyss. And we encountered
They both look at each other like,
we encountered another circle of Myconids.
And an older little baby. What was his name?
I'll get there.
Yeah.
An older circle of Myconids. And their sovereign, his name was Ventibold.
Perplexing.
what do you think of? What do you think of this Philo?
Perplexing.
Nice.
We melded with the sovereign because he too was awaiting us. And when we melded, we did not go into a dream state or a memory state. We were physically sent somewhere.
I've never heard of such a thing. Me either.
We were sent to the home of a being known as Zuckmoy, known as the Lady of Rot, who fancies herself Queen of the Myconids.
HBIC of the Mechanics.
They both are completely like. They both don't seem like they understand what you're saying, in a way. It's like beyond their comprehension.
Jesus.
So like it's the
the
mother of the Myconids.
Like the abyss, the time stuff. That it seems like beyond their intelligence.
We have not yet mentioned anything about the time stuff.
I'll get to there. When we met her, she told us that she was weak and that there was slime and ooze separating her from a piece of herself known as Aramakos that dwelled in the Underdark, who I'm here to find. After said meeting, our forms faded away and we were left with Ventibold, who then melded with us again, and we were physically sent to the Underdark to find Aramakos. And in the time that I've met with, or that I've traveled to find Aramakos, we have met with Zuckmoy a few different times. But a piece of evidence leading towards our time frames being different, and you've probably noticed this, is that Ventibold's right there. And he's definitely not a sovereign. So I don't know if you guys can make heads or tails of this.
They both in unison go,
What? What?
Hold on, I have to know.
They bend over you?
Andrew's giving me
What?
this fucking face.
"What's up, Andrew?"
Are we playing Assassin's Creed right now?
Yes.
No, like legit. Is this even happening, or is this Ventibold's memory?
Well, we haven't been with Ventibold the whole time.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe some weird stuff going on, and there actually is no time travel. And this is just some form of memory, and I don't know, animus style.
Or like
someone-
astral projection.
I would have said
Yeah.
I would have said if Stool was Ventibold, Probably, but he's not.
But can't they have weird like spore communication? Maybe it's a different weird thing. My point is, what if, again, that's why the timelines are diverging, because they're not actually diverging. Again, this is all just a memory.
So that means that if it's all just a memory, by the time we go back to our present, or you guys go back to the present, you'd still be a tiefling and a bard.
Yeah, obviously this story wouldn't matter if it was a memory, so I'd like to believe it.
And
it's
not
not.
only
And you'd be in
that-
the abyss still.
And I'd still be in the abyss.
And
I
that,
wouldn't be
that
around.
smelting ball would still be alive.
No.
Dead.
Smelting ball would be
No,
dead.
he'd still be dead.
Yeah. And Ring Dosh would still be pumping. So it's a theory, yes.
A game
It's not a bad theory.
It's not a bad theory.
Yeah.
Or like gay theory.
But yeah,
Okay,
to answer
well,
his question.
That's my piece.
Did you tell him we were from the future?
Yes.
Oh, also we're from the future.
God damn it.
So let's say he wove that in throughout that whole little.
But
No, I'm saying it's
that,
just like that.
they're confused at half the shit he's saying already, and you say
Yeah.
we're from the
I
future.
mean, did you mention that you melded
So,
with...
everything you're saying
let me explain.
It's like beyond their intelligence.
Okay, so let me try to I guess sort of describe it. What I'm trying to say is, in
You're woke.
the future, we saw Ventable and a circle of Myconids in a different plane of existence. So I think the Great Journey is the Myconids leaving the Underdark to go to this next plane. And the only way I believe we can get there, or you can get there, is if I fulfill my mission of finding Aramakos and Zekmoy.
They kind of, sort of sidestep what you're saying and just ask the question, is it dangerous?
The Abyss?
Everything.
Everything is always dangerous. That's the nature of nature.
Danger?
That's the other part of the dream theory, is why they're sidestepping the question, and why they don't seem to be acknowledging the time travel.
But the dream theory is just too easy.
Well, it's because they're dumb mushrooms. They don't really know a whole lot. I wouldn't.
Okay.
Don't convince them to not leave.
Who has a good passive insight? Above 12.
That's a good
My
question.
passive insight
What's insight?
is
Wisdom.
Mine's 16.
minus 17.
Mine's 15.
Okay,
11.
Whoever's above 12, I'll just say.
Minus
could-
17.
Mine's
could
17.
discern that Basidia was uncomfortable with Philo's talking about like the Great Journey and
Oh yeah.
all this stuff. It
Caleb
wasn't
can tell.
obvious enough.
Right.
That's just something you notice. But he also seems they both seem very perplexed on what you're even telling.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
I think Philo's occultist got them like
Shoot,
Zuckmore
what was
mind
that lady's
waves.
name again? I keep forgetting. I keep
Magillus?
Magillus. I know it was an M. Magillus. But she just showed up
My
and she left. Okay.
friends here met the woman they referred to as Magillus, who knew of Aramakos and where Aramakos
Yeah.
was. We thought here at
was here.
Neverlight Grove you might know where Aramakos is, but if you don't, we need to find Magillus. And you
was
said
not-
she was here many cycles ago, but would you be able to point us in the general direction of where she left?
That softer said she went to a place called Stone. Something.
Okay. You know that she came from there when you
Yeah.
saw her. That was
Well, yeah.
before any of the Blingstone shit.
So-
She's somewhere
Okay.
else.
Oh,
She's going somewhere else.
Wait,
Yeah, so
she
we're good.
left
She
Neverlight.
left Neverlight Grove, went to Blazing Stone, and she was on her way somewhere else when we
Yeah, so
bumped
we good.
into her.
Okay,
How much
so,
you want to bet? It's Manzo.
No.
Oh, I'm assuming it's
So
west.
you guys were going north to
So-
Blingstone. You met her, so she was going south from Blingstone,
Going for Brenthar.
saying, "Oh, I'm going to Ramakos." See ya.
No, because Varanthar is north. They
Where's
met,
Racklestown?
they met her going, coming down.
So you got Blingstone, Neverlight Grove, Gracklestug Lake. Blingstone's above the lake.
Dark Lake?
Oh, so she could be going anywhere from the
Yeah.
Dark Lake.
Yeah, the Dark Lake leaves it too open. Options are pretty
You,
much.
you guys went around the lake. into
Damn it, I
Blingstone.
think you're right.
So-
Did we know about Aramakos when we met her?
Yeah.
She told us.
So what, didn't
That's
we
where
ask?
she came
Wouldn't
from.
we have asked the way to?
No,
how to
we
get
asked for Neverlight Grove. We did
No,
not ask
so
for
I'm not gonna lie.
Coast.
Listening back to that recording, I was pissed you guys didn't ask.
I just want to split the
I
party,
think I
but
misunderstood. Where I thought she.
No,
I
you
thought
guys-
House was here.
No, you guys were literally like, let's not ask her anything because we've got this Drider. Because we don't want to make her
Yeah.
sus. Send her away. And I was just like,
How long have you
I was
done?
like,
Our quest.
Just a,
We didn't have.
I know, but I was just like,
2.5.
cool.
Yeah.
I
So,
played it.
okay, well,
but here's the thing. So Dark Lake, right? You said the Dark Lake's pretty much in the middle. We went around the right side of the Dark.
we
They went
are
around.
months away from the Dark Lake.
Huh? No, I understand that. But
Yeah.
so
B team went on the right side because the Vulcan Valve went around.
Mhm.
Dark Lake's all here.
And so they met
Went
them
around.
like
You
right
guys
off-
went through like to Slubbadoop on this side of the Dark Lake and went across it to Grackle's side.
Right.
Blinkenstone's up here and Neverlight's over here.
Okay,
Okay,
and then
so
even
since-
farther that way is
Is
Graven Hollow,
Graven
right?
Hollow.
Presumably.
Presumably.
I'm
But-
basically showing you a map that you're not supposed to see.
Right, that's
We're
fine.
doing
Because, well, I mean,
terrible.
it's still fucked up because we don't have a physical idea of what it is.
That's what you're supposed
But
to have.
on the north side of the lake, that's where they met the woman person,
Agility.
East, northeast.
northeast. Guess
Well,
what?
she was going south.
It's
Just
just
as
traveling
going south.
south.
I said Menzo was the northeast, like.
So she was basically traveling
She's
sort
traveling
of
from
near
Blinkenstone
Vulcan Valve.
south.
So then
Sort
what's
of.
east?
Menzo.
know.
Northeast is Menzo.
Northeast is.
Yeah.
What's southeast?
Fishtown.
Fishtown was southwest.
So there's too many variables. The only way to know is
Vulcan Valve and Slubbadoop are pretty close to each other.
Okay.
Alkenveld and Sloop.
Oh yeah, because Slubbadoop was the first place we got
went to
to
after you-
Yeah,
to the
but
prison.
Alkenveld?
Valkenveld's the prison.
The person
They're
we
both
met.
on the east side of the lake. On the south of the lake.
Oh, okay.
But one's close to the lake shore, Slubbadoop, and one's a little farther in, Vulcan
So,
Valve.
so yeah, literally our only choice is to go back. We gotta go back, Marty.
Well, you guys are pretty close to the western edge now.
Uh-huh.
You might as well,
Well, no, that's the thing.
yeah.
Right now, we still have this golden tube that has the names of certain giants on there that we need to take care of because
Yeah, we need to get to Graven Hollow.
I know you don't give a shit, dude, but you're part of the prophecy.
A part of another prophecy
You're
too.
part of two prophecies which probably will coincide.
maybe one prophecy could free you from the other.
Listen, I just
And
want to
we're-
fucking give this ring to the dude. That's all I
The
want.
problem is that nobody knows who the fucking dude is. You can't
someone does.
give the ring to somebody
Graven
that we
Hall is
don't
a
know.
library that can see into all time.
We need to get to Graven Hollow.
That is a
Wait,
good
you
point.
might just find the information there. Yeah.
We
Not
need to get
only
Graven
that, but after Graven Hollow, we agreed as a group that we were gonna go to the fort
Fort
Yes.
Varenthar.
and warn.
And warn the dude.
No,
that
we said we go to the fort, Warren, then Graven Hollow.
Yeah, but we're like right there.
We're right
I-
close to Graven
We
Hollow.
say Graven Hall is the most west.
That's what I'm saying.
But he just said we're on the edge.
I mean, you guys are getting there.
Of the
You
lake.
guys are kind of Midwest.
And then Fort Varenthar is like north of us, right?
Northwest.
Northwest.
So which one do you want to do first?
Well,
The fort's closer.
Closer, yeah. I feel like that's a bit of a pressing matter.
So now we immediately leave.
You guys can draw a little map. Like you guys could have made your own map while you're traveling. Like
There are no maps in the Underdark.
you can
Ryan.
make your own. That's not gonna stop. It's just that's
The purple worms ruin it.
That's
I
true.
think that's
That is
actually
true.
what he said
That's
when we thought
literally
about
No,
it.
that, you can do it. It's just I'm just saying it could be
It-
out of date after a while.
How-
I wasn't stopping you guys, trying to stop you guys from doing it. first.
While that's happening, I'm gonna take out the fucking giant scroll again and look at it.
Okay.
I imagine Petro has a rudimentary, like, landmark-based thing, just like, oh, turn left there.
Yeah.
So I'd like to, when we get the time, after the tour, after the rest, I'd like to look at Big Pink there. Big Pink 2.
The Garden of Welcome into Eagle Morgus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if that's where all the Zealot people are living,
Zealot?
Philo
cult.
people seem very,
The cult.
very about it. They're about to drink the Kool-Aid to go on the great journey.
Yeah, dude.
Their leader's wearing like a
So we can go
like
see
a Hawaiian
Cygnus.
Button-up jacket right now.
Oh, no, it's only got, like, the bottom, like,
Get
it's
alien
got, like,
Cygnus,
stuff.
that'll take us to
He's
heaven.
wearing aviators.
Yeah.
It's really throwing me off right
Yeah.
now.
I know, I hear you.
Jim Jones.
What names were on the scroll again?
So it was Grom's name.
Hold on, I'm just gonna write this down. 'Cause
I don't know if I ever told you how to spell Grom. It's not simple.
G-R-O-H-M.
No.
It's spelled like Meryl.
Go ahead and spell.
H-G-R-A-A-M.
That's not...
R-A-A-N?
Grum. Or grum.
Okay.
Well, I'm doing it in.
That's not language.
I'm doing it in the way because giants are in language in D&D is basically just Norse,
It's not
and
good.
Norwegian, which is the language I know a lot about, has a lot of H's at the beginning of words that don't have any sounds. Like the word for white
Yeah, like that.
has an HV. It's just HVIT. Beat. There's no H's in the house. So I'm doing the same thing
Stone
with
giants.
with grum.
They can make rock noises.
Stone giants.
So just
Anyways, grum, Dorhun, which is pretty simple to spell. D-O-R-H-U-N. Dorhun.
because
And I
sounds like
believe there was
rocks.
one more. That was the one that was already dead. That was crossed out. That you killed.
There was only the 3 names?
Yeah.
What was the what
I
was the name?
forgot. Let me look at that. Let me go grab it.
Yeah, that was the one that we killed in the streets.
Oh my
Yes.
god, the stone giants
Yes.
are Hebrews.
You said it. You said it.
Yeah, because that's the
not
worst
once-
thing we fucking said tonight.
What have we said that
Well,
was
actually,
worse?
all things considered, we've
Not
been
not
saying
on
that
mic.
Well, I don't know what you're talking
shit.
about. What did
Honestly,
we say?
compared to the rest of the days, pretty
Yeah, we've
damn.
been... Dang.
Okay, let's see.
I'm gonna give it 20 minutes.
He's already fucking up.
I'm gonna give it 20 minutes.
Cogs are turning.
Yeah.
Rihud. R-I-H-U-U-D.
Rehud.
H-U what?
H-U-U-D.
Okay.
The H is silent.
Rihud. That one was crossed out on the list.
The R is silent.
And it was the one that had the 2 heads.
The E is
That went
silent.
crazy.
The D is
And
silent.
what was the name of the one that gave us the prophecy to go see him?
Grom.
Grom.
He's the
Name
stone
is
speaker.
silent.
He's the
Yeah,
leader.
that was the
Stone
true
speaker
homie.
Hi,
Grom.
my name is...
My name is.
The gray man Grom.
Slim Shade.
Hold up.
Door.
My name. And in subtitles it says, "Vuvuvwe, I'm not Tumwe."
No.
And you have
There it
like
is.
stone giant pieces
That's
like
not even bad.
nails and
That's his name.
filings and
I was gonna say
teeth
photo.
That was in?
fingers. Yeah. No, it was in a bag that came with the Droki had pieces of them.
Yeah, I could have reincarnated him.
No, you're not a. It's a giant, not a humanoid.
Giants not humanoids?
No,
No.
They're
the
giants.
giants.
They're giants, yeah.
D&D 5e's racist.
You know, there were like pieces of stone giants in a bag that Droki had with that scroll. In like a sack. Little drawstring sack. They're like skin flakes and teeth and nails.
Ew.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
didn't
like
stay
And
deep
there's
rock
no
for
hair.
too long to learn who they work for, did we?
You guys didn't finish the Whirlstone tunnels, is the thing.
We didn't need to.
Yeah, I mean,
We just said fuck that and left.
We're like egg.
We were there for like 6 hours of game time.
Yeah.
One
fight.
3 to 4 sessions actually.
Well, they don't know anything. So yeah, anyone else has any questions for these Shroom boys?
Well, the question is, how long do we want to stay here for?
I think we should just leave now.
I
City and Filer, like you can stay as long as you want.
Like
man.
one rest, maybe.
like-
Does anyone actually even need a rest? Because we can leave now.
I gotta go in that
I-
mushroom.
Oh,
I'd
you
like-
gotta go do the tour.
I
Then
go
long
to the-
enough for him to do.
I'll
his
go
tour.
alone if you guys don't want to go with me. If you guys just want to wait outside.
I feel like we should try to leave
I'll
as soon
go
as
with you. I want to have a
possible.
chat with Basidia and Philo.
I can't do shit, so I'm just gonna wait.
I don't
for
like the way
entrance.
that you squinted your eyes and you're
I
like.
got,
rubbing
no,
your
I have
hands
my own
together.
stuff. This is unrelated. I have my own stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah, you have the wait.
The twins of the
Did I
sun.
tell you? Did I tell
Yeah,
you about
Twins of
what
the
we?
Susser.
Your Sondor thing. Whatever think your thing is. Susser.
I believe so.
We
Yeah, no, I think
found-
the info that
we-
you guys
we
came
found
across
out
was something
like,
that
it was
fell.
like a drow food or something.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, no, it's a
It's a
ceremonial. Yeah, no,
It's a-
yeah. The
it's a
information you guys
plant,
got
yeah.
is information that Fel had.
You can make it
made
into
there.
tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a plant.
It's a
Is
tree.
Susser T like a nature spirit wrestler? It's like
Some kind
Booker
of
T.
plant.
Twins of the Susser.
You haven't noticed any Susser gray like trees here.
Okay.
Even though all the trees are here.
Not all the trees, but some of them.
You guys gotta go somewhere to take a long rest.
It
Can
seems
we
like the
use-
light
can we
that
cast
Phasers
plant
gives
growth
off
and make
and the
a tree appear?
bioluminescent fungi is enough
I was gonna
light
cast plant growth.
to
but we'll
like.
get to
It's
that.
not sunlight, but it somehow keeps the surface
And
trees
only
happy.
plant growth only affects normal plants. You can't create new ones.
Yeah.
Because I have plant
Along
growth,
with
and
the
I've already
wetness
thought
of the
about
place,
casting it.
there's the two things.
I'm going to cast.
That's why you grab a bag of seeds
right now.
and spread them like caltrops.
You mean the seeds that got spread next to us just now?
All right. So, can we have a place to rest, if you wouldn't mind?
I will
Got any-
show
got
you
any
the
mushroom
way to
hammocks?
Basidia.
Yeah.
And
Mushroom pillow beds.
Basidia's like,
While he takes them, I'm gonna stay here.
Philo. With Philo?
Mhm.
Okay. You get taken to a little place near like a rock, like cliff wall face, and it has like a slight overhang of rock, but it's still misty and wet all over here. There's like bedrolls left out that are actual like real bedrolls, not like mushroom bedrolls.
Mm-hmm.
They might have been scavenged from people they've drugged here and turned into sport servants.
They're moist.
And like basic stuff from people's packs. And there's more food on near there. And there's like a little kind of like a campfire, but instead of fire, it's just a bunch of rocks pulled in a circle with like bioluminescent fungi inside to make light. Yeah.
I imagine you look into one of the packs and there's like just a old ration and a little mushroom growing out of it, and the mushroom just looks at you and says hi.
Hi. It's like a really tiny one.
But yeah,
Once you, like,
it's on the stone floor, or it's on the mushy like kind of floor, so it's not the perfect
Go to the bathroom.
dry
Excuse
place
me.
to rest, but it'll work. There's a fallen like log that you can sit on, like a bench. It's alright. It's better than the floor that you've been sleeping on in the Underdark.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. It's wet and cold.
bedrolls.
But,
Yeah, we got bedrolls.
yeah.
And while that's happening, like while we're waiting and for the rest of the night to go through, Fel's probably just gonna.
Well, the city will give you a tour if you want.
Fel's not interested.
Who wants to go on a tour?
I want to go on
I go on a
tour.
tour.
So Eris, Luke, Slav, maybe Crash.
I'd probably join just because the last time I didn't join in on something, giants attacked the town. So.
Sure. So Fel will go begrudgingly.
Yep.
If someone would take my jar with them, that would be very nice.
I mean, whoever
Since
you
Chance
trust.
is going number 2, I can hear. I'll go without him because it'll take too long.
Assume that he's going with.
Oh, that you can
Yeah.
hear.
So is everyone going?
I guess so.
Except for Adagio. Okay, so I'll do that first. While that's happening, I guess we can get to what Adagio is doing. But I'll start with the tour.
Yeah.
So he leads you. He's like, "This is where you'll be
I'll
resting."
carry you.
The city's like, "This is where you'll be resting," and you kind of keep going, and he takes you to the entrance area and kind of explains from there in. That's what he wanted to do, but you guys did some weird shit, and yeah, whatever. You guys fell down some caves and did some funny stuff. Okay. So he says, "This is the circle of hunters," and you see Lubamu still there, like waving.
Every new room we walk into, he's just
Hello.
And he says, "The circle of hunters isn't exactly known for killing anything. We do not. That is not our way.
What do you hunt?
What we do is find creatures that have died close to the grove, and we come bring them in and use them as labor."
Like circle
we
of
saw
gatherers.
we saw a guy throw
A no.
at a wall.
He did yeet that man into the wall.
The Zerk ones are not in the circle of hunters.
Independent contractors.
They are their own entities.
My sword is a tool of justice, not to be used in anger. But this isn't my sword.
We don't kill. There's a guy in the background going, "Motherfucker!"
Yeah, I've never heard anyone. You know, on the background.
No. These creatures are not of our control. They are independent.
So they don't follow the hive mind.
They are not like Cottons. They do not follow our ways, but they do live here.
Koresh would have passed on that they said they follow Philo.
Oh.
This is news to me.
I am Koresh.
I think we
Yeah.
need to have a conversation with fucking Bastille and not fucking like
Bastille?
Philip. Like,
Huh?
I'm sorry. No. We need to have a talk with
Philo and the city.
Yeah.
I know you were trying to make a reference, but it went completely
No,
over
it's
my
not even a reference. I just
No.
don't do names.
head. Oh, okay.
So we're talking about talk to Squidward and not SpongeBob?
Basically.
Because SpongeBob is the one that he's with.
Yeah.
We're with Squidward.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're taking the tour, you're with Squidward. If you're hanging back, you're with SpongeBob.
I don't know who the fuck. I don't do names at the best of times.
So tell Krish what we just.
Basidia is the one that we're with.
She'll tell you.
Okay.
Philo's the one that he's
He's
with.
the one with the staff.
Basidia doesn't know what the Awakened Zerkwoods told you, that they work for Philo.
I think we need to have a
That was news to me.
conversation with Basidia when Philo's not around.
This is the perfect
I mean, right now.
opportunity.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Okay.
So,
Walk to find
Koresh,
Philo.
would you have come with us on the tour?
Yeah,
Okay, there you go.
I wouldn't want it to, but I will.
Alright, so I'm assuming that you would have to tell Basidia about the Zerkwood.
Translate to someone.
Okay, so
I
I'll,
can't
yeah,
explore.
you'll say it to me and I'll translate it to Basidia.
The whole.
The awakened Zerkwood.
Well, yeah, this is news to me.
Yeah.
He says,
Well, to be honest, Philo is giving me a sense of something.
Do you,
A sense of something?
Dread because he's a cult leader.
I do not find it very enjoyable to meld with him anymore.
sex isn't that good anymore?
Spent too
I'm
much.
saying that out loud.
The what?
I'm saying that out loud.
The what?
A what?
It says is he just acting different?
You hear Dajo a quarter mile away. They fucking.
Not
It
long,
booms.
Not long ago.
Oh,
Not long ago, Philo has been talking about this great journey, and he has changing the social structure here in Neverlight Grove.
About how long ago was the journey proposed?
Maybe a few 10 days ago.
So a couple
month?
weeks.
maybe like a month or two. He says,
We used to meld all together.
Oh.
Start
Every
melding with my
right
side
side
bitch.
Every Vicodin in the whole colony. But Philo has been segregating each group to only meld with themselves.
Oh no, segregation.
So how do
And he
you,
has created a circle of masters.
The circle of masters aren't usually here.
So would you say then
universe.
Philo is the
Universe.
master of masters?
stop?
We both share power equally, but Philo is in his own sect at these
What
times.
what is
Yeah.
the masters
He's
of?
more equal.
This is not known to me. Philo will not tell me.
How do the other Myconids feel about Philo changing the general structure of your guys' colony?
Most are for it, actually.
So why are you against it?
I have been able to convince my hunters and explorers to stay with my opinion. We need to bring back harmony to the grove by having everyone meld together.
Are you
It's tradition versus change.
are you afraid of a possible civil war?
Let's be
We are not
Nazis.
violent
Let's not
types
be
of
Nazis.
creatures. If there is struggle in a argument, many will most of the time concede. With the majority.
So I'm assuming the majority right now is Philo.
Yes. I am beginning to think that my struggles are in vain.
Would you believe that he would knock your co-position of power down?
I do not believe that is the way Philo will do things. He wants everyone to be together in this.
But if he wants everybody to be together, why is he segregating certain people?
It is unknown to me. He says it will bring better.
there's an exact word it says he will do.
Harmonious.
Not really.
Photosynthesis.
Osmosis.
I don't know what the word part is. He says,
Hydroskithithith.
Big
It is to
plantitis.
promote better order within the grove.
Sounds like he's creating a hierarchy.
A new order.
Yes.
This is my new empire.
so from what you've been hearing from my convicts and how they talk and how they operate and how they are,
All hail the new spore
they
order.
don't seem like very.
The overspore.
They're not very suspicious people. They're kind of, for lack of a better term, innocent. It's just how they are.
Sounds like capybara.
It seems like ethics and morality are not their strong suit.
No, we made a character
Do they
the other
understand
day. It's
feeling?
capybara.
They understand
Furball.
feelings.
Super chill.
The
Nice.
only thing that they seem to have responded to is when you said danger and they said yes. You said yes, kind of in the abyss.
They're like,
in there. And they're like, They're just like, if there's danger, if there's no danger, okay, cool.
Big dumb
What?
mushroom
So,
frogs.
so like when you see evil around Mermaid Man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Are they evil? Wah!
Caleb, out of character. What if this is like, no.
And it seems like
I have a thing.
like the future and the past don't matter to them.
There was
wasn't
only one
then.
sovereign when you guys were around.
And it
in
wasn't
the
either
future.
of them.
Yeah, but there was only one. There wasn't a co-ruling.
So what if the colony splits?
and one goes to the abyss,
And one
the other
stays
in
here.
the Underdark. And that's why.
Oh!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
What's up with
She
Caleb?
wants all of them.
Hey,
I get
you
it
stopped
too.
with
I
one
get it
demon
too.
lord and got with another.
I get it too, but explain it for the audience. So they can get the context
Go for
too.
it.
Okay, so here's
Have a dramatization too.
here's my hypodermic
Just a
thesis.
guy.
You're moving no idea.
Let me get out the thumbtacks and the yarn.
Alright, my
My
hypodermic
hypodermic
thesis. Okay, so the idea got sent back in time to reunite Zuckmoy with Aramakos to enhance her power. The hypodermic thesis is that Aramakos are the entirety of the Myconids who did not participate in the Great Journey.
Thus creating.
And the ones who stayed in the Underdark created
They're hive minds.
Aramakos, which is the new Neverlight Grove. And the ones who went to the Abyss are Zuckmoy.
Yep. And that means that the wedding band is not a physical wedding band, but more or less a
Portal.
or just a metaphor.
Or metaphor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's a
Where
physical
is
thing.
Yeah.
It's right here. But, like...
Fuck you, Caleb.
Like a symbol or something.
But where does the
It
slime
activates some
come
kind of
in?
mushroom
But
demon
it said
magic.
the slime cut it off.
What if they got separated when the Duke showed up, giving them no way to leave Neverlight Grove?
If the Duke was the thing that cut the path.
Yeah, because
Right,
the Duke,
which is
we
some-
don't know if the Duke can get any bigger.
Exactly, but the only way out of Blindingstone where the Duke showed up was what we blocked, and we don't know if that's going to block it forever.
Yeah.
But the problem is
450
No,
years from now?
that's not going to block it at all. You saw what it did to the 7-foot thick adamantine door.
True.
it pushed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So the thing is, like, the ooze may have been the thing that split it.
Maybe.
Maybe they were unified. I mean, it's a possibility, unified or not. They couldn't.
Or what if they all were on their way out, and as they were on their way out,
The slime showed
the
up.
Duke shows up and cuts off whatever portal or whatever way they're getting
Either
to.
cuts
But
off.
the way we got from the Abyss to the Underdark was melding, so maybe melding has something to do with getting back.
again, the crazy thought that if this is a dream,
It's too
You're really
easy.
no, just fucking listen, goddamn. What if it is the collective dream of just like the current Myconids in general, and the ring is purely symbolic, and it's like in its own head in this weird mega meld thing that if you give the ring to Aramakos, then they all like merge in like reality or whatever, because traveling by meld seems
Kill
really
Saw.
weird.
Put a ring on it.
Yeah, I'm hearing
He
you.
had
I'm hearing you.
his hand out.
When Ryan actually call them brothers, that means it's true.
Put a ring on it.
I'm gonna get to know the guy. I'm gonna get to know the guy first.
You just not gonna do it on the first date?
No,
That's some weak ass shit.
I'm not a bard anymore.
So you're talking about Philo. We'll cut
Yeah.
to you.
Can I assume that like when once you guys are done with the tour or whatever,
Yeah, we'll talk
you're
about
going
it
to
when
have
we're done.
your rest, your long rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
We'll
going
go back to the tour and finish that up in a bit.
Yeah, because I would say before the tour's totally over, I'm going to want to talk to Basidia.
Right. So
Okay,
we'll
cut to you.
We'll cut to you.
My thing is going to take a while.
That's fine.
Okay, I'll finish the tour up real quick, actually.
No.
So he says basically like Philo is changing the social hierarchy inside Neverlight
I'm like, I'm
Grove.
in no rush.
He's created a new circle that only certain people can go. Circle of Masters is basically every leader of every circle is melding with each other instead of everyone
Melding
collectively.
together, yeah.
That
so, like,
sounds like the makings of
a
giant
Lumaloop.
amalgamation.
Lumaloop is the leader of the Circle of Hunters. He melds with the Sovereigns and other leaders, but not their own circles.
Wait, so like you're telling me that the hunters don't meld with their party?
They do, but separately, and then they have to go over the Circle of Masters and then
Oh
smell
god,
again.
it is. It's a dumb hierarchy.
It's like a bureaucracy. Like you have to go and
Yeah.
do all this bullshit.
Yeah.
So he'll go by and say, "This is the circle of builders. They on like a middle terrace area. The leader is called Gaspide. It doesn't really matter too much. These guys. So this guy is one of the guys who supports Philo. He builds stuff out of the Zerk wood and all that stuff.
Build stuff.
Yeah. When he reports with you, he's gonna say he demands descriptions of the surface world structures. He's like,
Show me the surface world structure.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell him about trees.
This is still with Basidio.
There's trees down here.
well, this is
Okay,
yeah,
that's what I know.
This new guy named Gaspide.
Sorry.
He's the Circle of Builders leader.
Gas 5.
Man, straight up just came right in and said, "Hey, yo, tell me about your shit, bitch."
He's like,
I need to know what the surface structures look like.
I can show you.
I'm just gonna tell him about really
Minor
tall
illusion.
trees.
yeah.
If you have eyes,
Okay. He says, he's like really excited. He's like,
I want to know what the surface
I
structure
show him a
look like.
picture of the big music
Excuse me,
house
folks.
that my parents played in.
he says,
What are the dimensions of the bricks or the density of the lumber?
I can't understand what you're saying.
you really can't.
No, I didn't know. It was something
What are
about
the
lumber.
density of the bricks and the dimensions of the bricks or the density of the lumber?
I create a 5-foot cube of doth, and just make the whole city in a 5-foot cube.
You give him the big picture. He's looking for the smallest details possible.
I show
It's
him.
like,
I show him a brick in my house.
What is the brick made of? He asks.
Where shit is passing in the night.
I show him like a brick, torn in half.
Because I can't hear him asking
And
these
there are
questions.
crumbs. There are crumbs of it.
So I'm in my jar, and you're either doing the meld. I can hear words.
But he just keeps going over like these really minute details about buildings.
Petra, we have a builder
Yeah, I
out
mean,
here.
I show him the big part.
You say
and
that?
then the thing as a whole. And then here's what mortar is, and here's what bricks are, and here's what wood is, and here's what a roof is.
He says,
and here's what wood and stuff
Stop
is.
us, idiot.
Oh, this is my
I need
Yeah.
to know all these building techniques. I must make a tower.
How are you
So
saying?
yeah, no, I pull up the lab and say, Petra, we have a builder out here.
Important note. How long has that been since I jarred?
Jarred?
Oh no, I
Let me
jarred.
do
Turning
first
it
jar.
into a
I
bird.
jarred when they got to the rest area.
So
So not very.
Not very long.
30 minutes.
Yes. Okay, so I will pop out.
Okay. So he's like,
I need to make a tower.
Oh, what kind of tower?
One much more greater and glorious than Morgus.
What's
The
Morgus?
giant
Oh, the
peak
giant.
in the back.
That's with the giant thing.
I think we have much to talk about.
If you give me an hour, I can learn too.
He says,
I can learn carpentry in an hour.
I wish for the tower to break through the Underdark to the surface world.
I can help with that.
Oh dear.
This is the Mushroom Tower of Babel.
Until we leave.
Yeah.
They brought
I
the
can
committed
learn
egregious
just about
sin.
any tool or discipline in
Like,
an hour.
no, legit. Petra will just talk
No,
with this.
that's
fucking friend.
scary.
Yes,
That's a whole
yeah.
other slew of
Give
fucking
me an hour.
shit.
I'll learn how to use how to be
Like,
a
are you
barber.
gonna just be
They're
left here?
chill, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they
Stop
also can take
building
over dead
techniques.
bodies.
Okay.
That's a Last of Us situation.
Yeah, but
Petra
they
would be
control them,
interested
they're
in
not
learning,
infectious by themselves.
I don't even know what you'd call it. The penal codes of the area. Basically, what to not do to get in trouble. kind of
Okay.
things.
Sure. This is
Don't
a circle
break
of
the
builders.
mushrooms.
So, his name's Gaspy?
Gas bide. Like
Gas
gas and then the word bide, like B-I-D-E.
Okay.
Gas bide.
More like ass bite.
And then
Fucking.
Basidia will leave
God.
Petra if you want to stay there, and we'll move on.
Yeah, so hold on. He wants to talk to. Dude, is that gonna
Yeah.
take a while?
Probably not.
Sovereign
'Cause he probably won't
placenta.
have
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. While you're walking, Basidia will like let you
Yeah.
talk.
Like, hey, bud.
Yeah.
No, that's just Eris. That's just Eris.
So,
He is a fucking hick.
are you
I'm not.
you
spoken
familiar
to
So
with Susser?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of the twins of the Susser?
He thinks long and hard about this.
Long and
I
hard.
stare at him very intently.
Yes. He. No. I
While
don't
you,
even roll
while
anything.
you do that, did that weak feeling I got earlier go away yet?
Weak feeling?
I got
From his
that I got
wild
from the-
magic.
from my wild magic?
Oh, no.
No?
No.
Okay. Is it a build? I'm gonna,
It's probably you are-
I'm gonna like do a history check on like.
How you feel? Have I felt this way
I mean, you
before?
probably are just like weak to
Life.
like piercing damage or something.
Oh, maybe.
It's,
We wouldn't really
we're,
know
Is that a
unless it
gain?
happened.
We're-
Is that a gain of vulnerability?
we're not.
Yeah.
we're not in.
We've hit that one.
Yeah, we haven't done one, but it's like it's not affecting you right now. We're not in combat,
Okay.
and I doubt that we're gonna get combat in the next 30 minutes.
It's nothing that's gonna affect you negatively right now.
And is Gaspard the head of the circle of buildings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
I
god.
don't know. I kind of
It's
want to
the
do. I
foreman.
kind of want to do it again.
It's got a
Um,
hard hat.
but no, yeah,
Made out of
Basidius.
mushroom.
It's a mushroom.
Hard cap.
Basidius says,
The twins part is perplexing me.
Can you elaborate what you mean? Why?
He's elaborate.
Why?
hmm.
I will
Grab
take
my
literally any information.
No, I know. I don't want to keep
there.
putting you in the dark, Ebey.
I'm here on a mission.
I want to
Do
say.
you know about my mission? No.
No.
Do you know about my mission? You're pretty much asking everybody if they're your dad.
Oh yeah, because I have that much information.
So I want to give you a
Went to the
hint.
store for milk
but
one day and never came back.
It's hard to give you a hint without saying exactly what it is. So, and he wouldn't really know much about it, so I'm only going to give him the vaguest information of what that could be. The vaguest inkling. He would say... He would say...
2 big acorns.
Sometimes
One big
creatures are attracted to the sussur trees, but I know not of any twins of any sort. It could be possibly something is inhabiting a sussur tree, or many things, or two, specifically if you're saying twins.
Yeah, it could be
Are
like
there
2
specific
trees.
places that sussur trees tend to grow more frequently?
They were found in the Underdark long ago, but the drow cut them all down. Or the softeners in the east cut them all down.
Those Easterners.
Oh
and they
boy.
used them, and they took them back to their cities.
Oh, okay. Looks like I gotta
So
go to
no one else is
Menzo.
trapped.
I also have to go
They basically,
to
like,
Menzo.
uprooted all the sister in the Underdark, and we're like, that's going to be growing in our place now.
All roads lead to Menzo.
You know what? That's
Seems like
fucking
footprint
Yeah,
fantastic.
but we
Disc
still
Thanks,
have other
bud.
things that need to happen first.
And then
Yeah,
Menzo's
yeah.
the rest of the disc.
Okay.
Just too.
Yeah.
I like that
What are you
analogy.
even doing here?
I'm hanging out.
Okay.
I'm just
like
trying
that
to
Are you gonna
decide,
leave as soon as we get to the
peace-
dwarf place?
No.
I think he was asking, why are you in the Underdark?
Oh, I fell.
Yeah.
Or fell. So I got curious and I ended up here.
Yeah, nobody gets curious about coming to the Underdark.
I wasn't trying to come here.
Yeah, see, there's different between
She
curious
dug
and
down
not
in
trying.
Minecraft too far. She couldn't get back
No,
up.
that's bullshit.
Literally what Petra did.
Punch your way there.
You're not about to tell me that you tripped shit into the nether and was okay with it.
The Nether is the abyss. Or hell.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I guess, whatever.
But yeah, is that all you wanted to say to Obsidian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, time for the last. Is this anybody else from our
Are
side of the
here
group?
knowing less info than you came with?
Yeah.
So,
You
well,
forgot.
I'll keep going. So he'll take you to the circle of growers. It's a mound
Not yours.
with the topmost terrace of Neverlight Grove on like one of the side walls of the cave. It's like you have to go up a ramp. The soil beneath remains fertile under their little area, and they grow a lot of stuff here, like food and stuff. The leader here is named Hibopi.
Hibopi.
Yeah.
I'm
Bombay.
sicker at that.
Or Hibopi.
It's just,
I should say.
it's
wrong with you?
It's just a funny name.
You would be.
It's just a funny name.
Hibopi says
Yeah,
that
you weren't there for Sloopledoop. That shit was
the only
wild.
information that you can
Oh,
get from Hibopi is that Hibopi says that the city's concerns about Philo are unwarranted.
So he's on.
Do you rehearse these names?
No.
God damn.
That's actually kind of amazing.
Hibopi does not see Basidia's protests as worthy of concern.
So he's on
Philo's side.
What?
Philo's side.
When you go to the central basin, where you've talked to, when you might see Adagio there. The inner circle is the two sovereigns, basically.
Smite.
Yeah. And the inner circle is the two sovereigns, and the awakened Zerkwoods do meld with them, but they're not like contracted, and they're not Myconids.
Okay.
But they're their own thing, but they can.
It's from her?
I like it. But no, they're allowed to meld if they want with the sovereigns, but they're not Myconids, so they're given like their own little status. Let's see.
It feels slowly turning into like. You're right. It's slowly turning into Halo.
Then there's
Philo's
Yeah, they just
turning
want
the
to turn on the-
sovereigns into the
He
prophets.
just wants to turn on the rings, man.
then there's a circle of explorers
The
where you
flood.
can see little sprouts coming out of the ground and running around.
Yeah.
It's
The flood were more organized than the prophet.
These are devoted to sporing new
Great
myconids.
mind.
They're only a few inches tall, have no awareness, but they grow quickly into myconid sprouts.
Have no awareness.
They're
I'm gonna poke one in the belly like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
It dies. It dies.
All the mushrooms instantly aggro.
I say it dies. All mushrooms look to you.
the leader here. The leader here is known as Earbarop.
The next scene is Luke in the afterlife.
This Earbarop, while it's
Oh.
tending to the little myconid sprouts and like raising them, and the workers are kind of all like making sure they grow right before they pop out of the ground or are living. They're all like look like they're dancing and like
Diary.
this, but
Turn
they're not.
around
There's
dancing.
no music or anything.
We represent
The lollipop kill.
the Neverlight Grove.
And they're talking about They're really enthusiastic about Philo's plan to spread happiness brought by the Great Journey. Let's see.
Sounds
And oh yeah, the
pretty
city while he's
weird.
talking will say, he'll like bring everybody close and he says like, Philo's plan to expand the population has been unusual. This has never been as important as before. Alright, this has never been as important before, but now it is more. Philo decrees that everyone should.
It is almost Halo.
Got that manifest destiny.
He straight up is like, he's creating the prophets. And then he's creating the different hierarchies where these big motherfuckers are the elites, or actually they're the brutes.
There's also some support servants around here in the breeding grounds. They don't really do anything. They just kind of sit there and they're just like the little sprouts are like pushing them and tugging on them and they're just like. There's a circle of explorers, and I do have a picture of this guy's thing because he's a bit more important as a character here.
Check your phone recently.
No. Let's see.
BT Dubs, we have a little less than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Cool.
I would like to ask Basidia if
Mm-hmm.
there have always been two sovereigns.
You already
Since
said no.
he says
Where's
since
it?
Basidia has been here, there was a sovereign when he came from Neverlight Grove, and then he was a sovereign of his own group. There were nomads, and then the explorers and the hunters were his people, and him, and then they came to Neverlight Grove, and then
So yes,
they
but
kind of equally shared power.
So why would a bunch of nomads finally want to settle down and not be okay with another?
It was too dangerous, he says in the Underdark.
Did you
Yeah,
put it in
the
my
other
group
thing.
chat?
No,
I
you
put
didn't.
an
No,
image.
into the main one.
So this is that guy is the Circle of Explorers main leader named Rasharu. This guy, this is the one that, other than the hunters, this is the circle that's loyal to Basidia. Rasharu says he knows a lot of different ways out from the Neverlight Grove and ways in, and all like the tunnels around. Yeah, he basically says that he knows a lot of secret ways out of the grove and secret ways into the grove.
You put that in the main chat.
Whoops. Oh well.
Yeah, you put it in the wrong spot.
Whatever.
I can't see it.
Life over.
I will put it in there. I can't name the group chat, so I don't know which one's which until I look at the actual text I've already sent.
So
Name
so
one
plus
D&D.
6 others is
I
the-
can't name my group chats.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. I wish I could. There you go. Yeah, he's just like, yeah, I like Basidia. Philo's a little weird. We just kind of explore around and we gather notes and oral tradition meld about what's outside the grove at all times. Hunters are kind of the same way, where they kind of go outside the perimeter of the grove, and if anything dies near it, they drag it in as a sports event.
Hunters are the elites. The big fucking Zerg trees are the brutes. They are activating the Halo rings.
Fucking.
The mushroom rings.
This Halo.
But yeah, so we'll all kind of come back, and that's basically it in most of
Yeah.
the circles. The Masters one, he said that he's never been to the Garden of Welcome. That's kind of Philo's own thing, and there's other myconids over there. The most loyal to him are over there.
This is one of those situations where I don't know who to vote for.
What do you mean?
I vote for Unity.
Philo's obviously the cult leader.
Right.
I also vote for Unity.
I vote for Unity.
Right, okay, so which one's that?
It'll be dangerous if you don't meld together like
Okay.
a big family.
Basidia,
So dangerous.
Right, but
Convince Basidia to join the cult.
but Basidia, before we meet up back with Adagio,
That's what the unity.
Basidia will say to you guys, he says,
If I can play clarinet.
Well, no, are we
good.
Are we uniting the Myconid,
Says-
or are we uniting Zuckmoy?
he says, my work, it says, I have a theory.
what's your theory, buddy?
My theory is that Philo has
You
become.
might have to move your hand to the mic.
My theory is that Philo has been somewhat swayed by something.
Oh,
There's the demon lord for this city.
Yep.
Zuckmoy waves.
You were talking about something called a Zuckmoy.
Oh,
yes.
I don't know what that is, but
And that's why it was guarded about him poking around in its head.
he says,
I mean,
Wait a minute.
maybe it's some sort of
did you
disease
just
spore.
pick up? You picked up Zuckmoy, did you?
No.
No. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
picked up the
journey.
Great Journey.
Got the journey.
He says maybe it's some sort of
No, I just thought of
disease
something.
spore. Maybe the clue could be found in the Garden of Welcome
We should go
The
to
Garden
the
of
Garden
Welcome?
of Welcome.
as a. Let's see. Hold on.
I just had an idea. If you prevent the Great Journey, does Zuckmoy stop existing and has no hold over you?
the problem is,
Probably.
If
with the,
Zuckmoy stops existing,
Well,
depending on how this time travel shit works,
Well,
we're
we
gone.
can't. Yeah.
We're stuck. If that's the case, we're in
stuck
the
here.
abyss, no way out.
So Basidia says,
I don't want that.
I implore you to possibly go to the Garden of Welcome without Philo, just in case there is danger.
I can get there.
we can manage that.
So without
He
Philo?
says, I can't go myself, for I fear I will be infected with whatever disease spore Philo may have been infected with.
Damn.
Philo's been tempered.
Is that where a baby Zuckmoid is?
That's his theory.
I'm gonna find out.
Well, you're not with us, so you haven't heard any of this yet.
Right.
We'll
I'm with Philo
He
Yeah.
says,
by
What
the
does
circle of
Philo
welcome.
say?
Yeah, like he's already going to that place that
Oh,
we're
you're
talking
right.
about.
you guys are kind
Yeah.
of gonna go next to Adagio and Philo anyways, but he's just talking to you guys like one on one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's
I'll distract him. You guys get in there.
and he says, as a token of
Cast a
friendship.
message to him.
As a token of friendship, as you have
Fine,
not,
20
as,
feet.
as you have proven
Who's
not
close?
to be harmful, I can use my knowledge of the fungus here to create things that elixirs and such that you might be interested in.
God damn!
So
Yeah,
you're gonna
Derrick?
stay with this guy.
If
Like
one
each
can-
party member is gonna find
if
one
you have
person they
any
want to hang out and
healing
talk to.
potions of sorts, that'd be really helpful.
I can learn alchemist supplies in an hour.
Healing what?
Does anybody need a potion to carry
Healing
around?
elixirs.
I have a greater healing potion that I'm sitting on and I don't need because I can heal
Uh,
myself a lot.
Can I have it?
Lav raised her hand for.
Lav did raise her hand first. Thank
We
you.
can
Let me
make
double check which one.
Hold on.
It is.
we can make many different elixirs, but nothing to heal wounds.
Greater healing.
What can you make?
Got any poisons?
No poison.
You make Dr.
Got any
Pepper.
anti-poisons?
No.
He's just Mr. Pepper this far back.
It's
in
too
time.
dangerous to have
He
to
hasn't got his
ask
PhD
here.
yet.
Ah, where can I find some?
Not here. In the caves, possibly.
Okay.
Outside the grove.
All right, so
But
fast track this because he said he had a long one.
Yeah,
and it's
so
almost 9
let's-
o'clock.
boop, and back to Adagio, and
Well, what were the potions that he could give us?
he said he won't tell you unless you do the thing for him.
What? Fine.
we
fuck
just
it.
have to go see. We just have to go investigate.
He just wants you to see the Garden of Welcome. What the heck's going on there? Because he's not allowed in there.
Yeah,
Philo
I'll go.
is.
I'll go.
Alright.
I can probably stealth in there and go
Well,
invisible.
we'll save that. We'll save that for next week
Yeah, yeah.
because this shit's gonna be long.
When we go to Garden Welcome, we should have some divine sense every now and then.
That's fine, but the thing
Sounds
is, like,
Yeah.
we'd have to sneak.
Okay, we'll
So-
do it. Ooh.
Hi.
Hello.
So about that tour of the Garden of Welcome.
And there
Would
you
you
go.
like to go on it now?
Sure.
So we're on the way back, right?
Yeah.
So message.
Yeah.
I'll say Adagio. We're being asked by Basidia to investigate the Garden of Welcome without Philo.
Knowing.
When I do
Do you have a
message,
word
I'm
limit
just like
on
sending
that?
it
25.
telepathically
Yeah.
through
Oh,
him
would
too.
it
Uh,
counted for?
Okay.
It's got like 100
You
foot
can
range, right?
respond
Yeah.
one like for the 25
hold on.
words. And that's it.
He's saying that the Garden of Welcome is the reason why Philo's acting different. You can respond to this message.
Okay, then.
Is that a critical roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Specifically a Sam Riegel thing.
Then 25 words?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, someone else keep track, because I'm not going to count that.
It'll just end if you go over with what you're saying.
Yeah, I really
No,
will.
it's not
Just-
25 words.
No, I think
not.
I think the
No,
sending
message
spell
is-
is 25 words.
Yeah,
Oh,
sending.
sending.
But it doesn't
Message
have
is
a range.
fine.
Yeah,
Message-
you can
Range is 120 feet, which I
Yeah,
assume that we're
but you can
close
say
enough
whatever
to
you want.
when I
Yeah.
see him doing the thing.
Okay, well, just about to go in with Philo. I'll keep him occupied. You guys do what you can.
Okay, occupy him.
Alright.
Alright, let's go, Philo.
I said tomorrow.
Hey, what?
Is it tomorrow?
If you're that eager, maybe we can go now.
Now.
Okay.
Wait. Can you cast message?
I didn't turn off my walkie.
That's not how it
It's
works.
just a long silence. Okay, now.
That's not how it works.
Okay, let's go. Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming
Well,
we're,
he never said.
we're seeing you walk in, right? So I'm assuming it's like, are you doing it now?
You guys can see him.
Right, but
Yeah.
but
I know.
being subtle.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Just saying.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, sure, let's go now.
Very well. Follow me. And are the rest of them coming too?
You can see the rest of you guys.
Sure.
I think.
Wait, no,
No,
I have
so
to go
no.
do something else.
I'll go and help distract because I am not stealthy.
The Green Knight's coming with me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the walking tour
The
also.
Hedge Knight.
The Hedge Knight?
You know what?
The literal hedge.
I'll go too. Nature men.
Nature boys.
Nature boys!
Men.
The thing is we
Nature.
probably need one of you to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
I can't.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think I have.
Wait. Is there phase of something around us?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
everywhere.
mean, yeah, it's a
Literally
chance,
everywhere.
but we're trying to be sneaky.
Okay.
We don't know what
Okay,
the
if that's the case, you're not with me.
This is an enchanted, moist
Yeah,
west
we're not trying to be
forest.
stealthy.
Okay.
There's
I'm
other
going
people
on
around.
to be
Go
stealth.
far away and then cast spells, then come back.
Okay.
The
I don't need to be here then, I guess.
the horned one will be coming
Like
with,
you roll with the
us.
other team.
I
Yeah,
think the rest will try to rest. I believe.
So out of character, the real plan is to have you guys sneak in after.
Yeah.
Like after they're out of
Philo's
sight.
gone.
Yeah.
Okay. So he'll like lead you through, and everyone's gonna do like a tailing mission.
Basically.
Kinda.
I guess so.
Okay.
We're gonna be basically investigating.
Oh god.
And I'm-
Tailing mission where I don't have to tail.
Yes.
Basically, he's
We're
gonna
the
have to cast
targets.
I think he'll cast a spell, and eventually I'll cast a spell also.
Like pass without trace and stuff.
Pass without a trace, and eventually I'll turn invisible. Eventually.
Like Pass Without a Trace is our best chance of not being caught while we're trailing. Then we can also do investigations as we're moving.
Just as long as you don't hurt any mushrooms.
We don't. I mean, as long as the spicy boy doesn't blow shit up.
Yeah.
It's all on the spicy boy.
Yeah, and everything relies on the spicy boy.
What are you doing, Petra?
We can just
I'm
say
talking with the guy for
Okay.
as long as he wants to talk.
How far away is Petra away from us?
A circle of builders.
Oh yeah, how far do you people sink into the muck again?
What do you mean, you people?
You people?
No, like how deep is the muck, right?
Oh, it's varies in certain places, but average like at least mid calf, if not higher. Something
So-
like.
So it's like up to your neck.
So like a feet or two, like a foot or two.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Like
like
a foot.
She's only 4 foot.
Yeah,
like
it's like
11.
She's like a fourth of the way in the muck.
You're floating.
Circle of Builders is in the. It's on like a bunch of hills above, looking out at the grove, basically.
Does not give me a. Does not give me a distance.
Oh, distance from the
Well, so if you can use
the
message.
garden or from where the sovereigns are?
From where where we met the sovereigns to where they are, where she is. How far is that?
1,000 feet.
Fuck.
Oh, man, not even close.
Well,
Not leave Petra to her stuff.
And way higher up.
Yeah. So
Yep.
we just left her there to hang out.
She's
we're
having
we're
the
leaving
time of
Petra
her
to her
life.
own.
Yeah, I think
devices.
she's
Let
having a
her
good
be
time.
happy for 5
Yeah.
minutes.
She's watching Bob the Builder. She's chill.
Yeah.
she and yeah.
Okay.
All right. So,
I'm going.
all right.
Do we have enough time for this today?
You have to leave at 9 or 10. 9?
Alright, we'll have to resume this next time.
Okay, next time what we're gonna do is Sneaky Boys.
Okay.
Fucking hate you.
Cool. So, thanks for tuning in.
hey.